한 팀이 결승 무대로
진짜는 올킬을 해야 되고요. 그리고 여기서 진짜 생존자
유니원 팀 대 세븐나이츠 팀, 세븐나이츠 팀 대 유니원 팀의 홀라발루로 올킬을 기록해냈던 다루.
일단은 이렇게 된다면은 2층
거의 4지점 쪽에
Uin1 Hunter going against 4K survivors. It will be opera singer on Moonlit River Park already in the second story, running into a survivor who's already made it up the stairs, and the hunter will be going upstairs as well. It looks like it is going to be Haram, who is the airplane. Oh, is gonna go back down to her remnant and catch up to the survivor without vaulting that window. He is making his way towards first stop. He does have the jetpacks to utilize. Hunter will be able to catch up to him and take a hit immediately and take the roller coaster to the second stop. Did the survivors press the button for the second stop? It does look like they did, so he will be able to make it all the way to third stop, and the hunter has to go after him on foot. Well, not really on foot because she's in a shadow form and she's going pretty fast, but it does look like she will finally make it to third stop. He's already making his way towards fourth stop walls. He's going to be running into his survivor teammate, and unfortunately the hunter is going to be seeing the first officer, and the first officer will be eating a hit for this survivor. However, it does look like he was able to get away, and the hunter is just changing targets to this first officer. Utilizing his pocket witch, she's going to leave and she's going to double back to her remnant, and it looks like she has found the airplane. This airplane is utilizing his jetpack and will be getting the flywheel and avoiding the hit, and is able to be very patient at this pellet and is able to last a little longer, but it looks like he's going to be going down here. So wonderful patience on the side of the airplane. Is usually what happens is they flywheel, they just throw down that pallet immediately, but he was very patient. However, even though he was patient, there wasn't anywhere else for him to transition into, and the hunter was just way too close to him. So it looks like he will be on the chair for the first time. We have the first cipher machine at 93, the second cipher machine at 56, the third cipher machine at 50, and the fourth cipher machine at 10%. However, we do see that he will be taking a hit here while going to save this survivor off the chair. Hunter warping to close the distance right away. My goodness, Terror Shock on the save. Wonderful speed on the side of this hunter. Great utilization of the skill. It looks like 4D5B is coming in for the save. It is a knight. He does have that protective shield ability. It looks like he's gonna get the two predictions. Got the first prediction right, and the second prediction will be correct as well. Now the hunter cannot utilize her ability for the time being and is able to get the save off onto the survivor.
여기서 과연 하람 선수가 얼마나 버티느냐는 거거든요.
Is making two more predictions, is gonna get them wrong, and he is going to get the hit onto this knight instead. However, the survivor that was down, the first officer has gotten up, and the airplane is trying to hide in this corner. Hunter is scouting out this area. She's gonna run into him when she looks to the... Oh, it looks like she has finally found him. He's gonna try and play some mind games, but is unable to do much, and will be going down for the second time. It looks like one cipher machine is completed, the second cipher machine at 85%, the third cipher machine at 67%. Oh, and he was saved after half because the first officer failed his save, and he will be returning to the manor. The cipher machines aren't looking too good, but we have finally finished the second cipher machine, the third cipher machine at 67%, the fourth cipher machine at 50%, and the fifth cipher machine at 10%. And it does look like he will be getting the hit onto the first officer right away. He does not have any more pocket watches to utilize. He looks like he's going to be waiting. Oh, Hunter going back to the remnant and just downing the survivor right away. Wonderful skill usage for the side of this hunter. I mean, the warp was incredibly well placed. This remnant was incredibly well placed. It looks like she'll be placing this first officer on the chair for the first time. It looks like the only person that can come for save is the Pharaoh lady, but it's not. She has a very slow saving time because of her debuff, so not the most ideal survivor to go save this first officer against an opera singer who is incredibly fast. So it doesn't look like they're going to be heading to the chair quite yet. Hunter is going to use warp and catch up to the knight. Is able to get the second prediction right and is going to go right back to the chair where the Pharaoh lady was making her way, but it doesn't look like she can make her way to the chair at this point. Hunter going back to the remnant and next to the, oh my goodness, terror shock on this knight, downing him right away, and Hunter just making her way right back to the chair, making sure that the survivors cannot get this rescue. It does look like Pharaoh lady is very close by. Hunter has tinnitus, is aware there's a survivor here. She is going to leave some remnants in this area and search for the survivor. Pharaoh lady is in her invisible form, so she'll be taking a hit because she was right in front of the Hunter and getting the save and is able to, but she isn't able to get away. She's going to be going down and the Hunter is going to be going straight for this first officer. He needs to kite long enough for this knight to get up. Oh, knight has gone for this Pharaoh lady to get up so that the Hunter can't chair her immediately. Hunter leaving a lot of remnants, running into the Hunter, missing the swing, and is going to be running into the Hunter once again and will be going down for the final time because he was also saved after half. And 3 cipher machines have been completed, the 4th cipher machine at 50 and the last cipher machine at 14%. They don't have enough cipher machines. They're all injured. One survivor is down. This is looking terrible for the side of the survivors. We do also see that the knight has already utilized his self-heal, and so he can't come for the save. If the knight goes down, this is the end for the side of the survivors, because that means the Pharaoh lady will be going up. She will be finishing using up her self-heal, and then she won't be able to get up, and so this is just looking like a 4-man elimination for the side of the Hunter. We did see that dungeon was in the walls corner of second story. It looks like the Hunter is slowly figuring out where the survivor is, but she's on the wrong side of the map. I think the survivors are looking for the dungeon. Not quite sure. He's at the first stop area. Hunter is going to have to look for this survivor by going around the entire map because he is very far away. She is able to slowly close the distance, and it looks like she will be going towards that corner really soon, and then tinnitus will be triggered. So it looks like it has been triggered. She has found the knight, and the knight is trying to stick around here. Has a pocket watch to utilize, but is stuck in this corner. There's not much you can do here. He's out in the open, but he is still utilizing his, will be taking the hit and will be going down. Now the Hunter has to go straight back for the Pharaoh lady, is going to teleport to the cipher machine right away and is trying to look for this survivor. However, she hasn't gotten up yet, so she's going to check all these small corners, crevices, trying to find this Pharaoh lady. Oh, she's closing in, and she will not be going in the right direction, but she will be able to find her eventually, and she will be picking him up and taking her to the chair for the first time. And the knight is crawling. He's crawling to the dungeon, but he's not gonna make it because the Hunter knows exactly where he is. He's gonna chair the Pharaoh lady. The survivors have not given up yet. They do not plan on ending this until the Hunter picks up this survivor, and it looks like she's making her way to this survivor and is going to be picking him up real soon. Not quite there. She doesn't realize he crawled quite a lot. He was able to create a lot of distance, but it's still just a matter of time. There is no way this survivor is going to get dungeon, so he's just going to wait around hiding over there. Hunter's just going to keep using her shadow and looking for the survivor. Will be running into him very, very soon and has seen the little cape sticking out of the side and will be getting checked. 4-man elimination for Uin1 Hunter.
네, 올킬. 역시나
이게 형상이동 풀타임 전이어가지고 굉장히 좋은
항해사를 시작과 동시에 먼저 쫓아가는 경우들이 많았었거든요. 를 안 쓸 이유가 없긴 하거든요.
자, 구역 선택 한번 만나보시죠.
네, 클래식하죠.
이런 식으로
7K's Hunter going against Uin1 survivors. It will be Hullabaloo on Moonlit River Park. It looks like he's already making his way towards Neko, who is the cheerleader. If she can utilize her pom-poms well, she will be able to just avoid the color wheel and possibly kite for a long time. We'll see how well this cheerleader counters this Hullabaloo. It looks like she has been going around the tent instead of inside, catching this Hunter off guard and is buying a lot of time. Gonna start throwing his clones already got the red ball onto this cheerleader. Now she needs to transition further away, find some obstacles to keep this hunter at a good safe distance. Will be not getting any more balls on her quite yet. She's made her way all the way to first stop, has already pallets thrown down here by her teammates, is making her way towards the roller coaster. Is gonna drop down, not gonna make it onto the ground. Needs to avoid the white ball. Will be getting the white ball and will be downing her incredibly soon here. Oh my goodness, great precision, unable to get onto that roller coaster. If she did, it would have been more interesting and it would have possibly been a better kite. I feel like she should have oh, I see, she already utilized both her motivate, and so she wasn't able to get to the first stop roller coaster fast enough, and so she did end up going down. And the hunter just did a very good positioning of his clone and main body, able to down her right away after getting the first hit. It looks like Cake is coming in here for the save. It is the professor, and he can utilize his scales, so we'll see how well this professor tries to counter this Hullabaloo. Hullabaloo unfortunately finds him very far off in the corner at first stop, is already eating so many colored balls. It's gonna get that white ball really soon if he's not careful. Was gonna utilize his scales, and he utilized his scales and was able to avoid the white bomb. Great utilization of his ability, and he is staying in this corner trying to stay away from this, avoiding the will be finally getting the hit onto the survivor. Is going to get the red ball once again. He's not going to be throwing down that pallet quite yet, being very patient, setting up a clone and downing the survivor. However, there was a backdoor save, so the cheerleader was safe. She has one pom-pom back. It looks like they're healing her up, and they're taking turns on the chair. It looks like it'll be Cake's first chair, and the survivor has been healed up. We do see Yui is coming in for the save. However, Cypher machines are not moving. The survivors are taking up a lot of time running around this map, going for the save, going back and forth, healing. It does look like the enchantment was their priestess does have one in order, so the hunter knows exactly where the survivor is. It does look like Yui's gonna continue to feed to Nidus. He is the mercenary. He can take his elbow pads and save him right before he expires, but doesn't look like he's getting any closer to the chair. Hunter is gonna throw his clone, trying to find out the location of the survivor, feeding him to Nidus. It looks like he'll finally be starting to move closer to the chair. He's gonna use his elbow pad and is able to avoid any hits. Oh, was able to get the red ball and the white ball on the survivor right away. Kind of went to the wrong area with his elbow pad, but was still able to get that save before he expired with Ty Turner. Is going to get that hit onto the mercenary. The next person the hunter is going after is this professor. She's building up a world portal. The hunter is going to break the world portal right away. The professor isn't able to utilize this world portal to transition away, and it looks like he was able to outlast Ty Turner, but he needs to be very careful here. The black bomb is his doom, and he has gotten the black bomb onto this professor and will be cheering him for the last time. We do see the mercenary still hasn't gotten up, and the hunter is going closer and closer to this down survivor. There is only one way he could go. It is the corner, and will be picking up this mercenary for the first time and cheering him onto the chair. We do see that Cheese is nearby, so she can potentially come for the save. However, the cheerleader is on the other side of the map, so a save is going to be very challenging. We do see that Cheese has made her way up to the second floor and is gonna feed this hunter tonight. It's gonna be hard to approach this hunter because she's still far away from this chair. She will be dropping down and running right into the hunter. Gonna use up a portal to try and close the distance between her and the chair. Is able to get the hit onto this priestess, and she's gonna be throwing down that pallet. But oh my goodness, downing her right away. Incredible downs on the side of this hunter. He's just getting everyone down so quickly, so easily, catching everyone far off from the chair, so already feeding all the balls on the survivors before they make it to the chair. It looks like he's gonna go for the slugging method, and he's gonna go towards Neko, who is the cheerleader. Why do I keep calling her psychologist? The priestess does have fast self-healing, but doesn't look like she'll be able to heal up fast enough. Oh, she has healed up, and she is going to try to make her way towards the mercenary. Is she going to make it? It does not seem like she's going to make it, and he's going to be returning to the manor. This hunter is now looking for this cheerleader, has located her. and it will be landing the white ball, red ball on this cheerleader. She needs to avoid the black ball, is able to get the black ball right away and get another black ball on her. She's using her motivate to try and escape the clone hits, but is already able to get the black ball and the red ball on this cheerleader. And she is trying to get away from this Hunter. She has slow movement speed after using that speed boost. Hunter is going to catch up and down her right away. It looks like the Hunter will be using teleport to go towards the Priestess Cypher machine and is able to make it to her. Already getting the black ball on her, was able to avoid getting additional balls, but oh my goodness, down her so incredibly fast. This 7K's Hullabaloo is incredibly efficient at his job. Is going to make his way back to the cheerleader. Going to jump over this river here without having to go through the bridge. Just look at that wonderful jump right past everything. Such fast movement speed. Neko has gotten up and she is hiding behind the tent, but the Hunter used his clone to find her direction and he's gonna down her so quickly. This is just a matter of time. She did use flywheel, but is able to stay alive for a little longer, trying to get her on the black. Yep, which she will be going down, and that's a 4-man elimination for 7K's Hunter.
훌라발루 상대로
오늘도 여지없이 1라운드 감시자들의 강력한 퍼포먼스를
그냥 틀어 막아버리고
그렇죠.
아가 배치가 되어 있습니다만 이렇게 되면은 카이 선수가
호 선수가
7K's Hunter going against Uin1 survivors. It will be Goatman on Sacred Heart Hospital. The Hunter did bring excitement because there are 3 harassers on this team, the Forward, the Antiquarian, and Enchantress. So bringing excitement is a very good idea for the side of this Hunter. Doesn't want to get harassed too badly when trying to pick up a survivor. It looks like he will be making a cage right to this Enchantress and Shack, and will be getting the down on this survivor immediately at 26 seconds into the game. Cypher machines are barely begun. Wonderful placement of cages on the side of this Goatman. Is going to be cheering her outside of Shack. The Cypher machines at 17, 7, and 3%. We do see that the Hunter also has wanted order on Neko, who is the Antiquarian. Cake is making his way towards the chair. It is the Forward. He's going to utilize his football right away, but Hunter was caging him also. He couldn't utilize his football to make it to the chair, but is able to get the save. Gonna hit the Tetris right away, farming her off this chair. She does have tie turner, so she will be able to transition away, but Hunter can just set up more cages. And it looks like the Forward is going to stick around, and the Hunter is just going to get some more hits onto this survivor while she's going to slowly go down. Is going to double back, try to get the hit onto the Forward. Is not able to do so. It looks like the Hunter is just going to pick up this Forward because he has excitement, and he's going to down the Forward. Oh my goodness. Wonderful coordination on the side of this Hunter. Multitasking, what am I supposed to say? What is this called? Big brain moves, and it will be cheering the Enchantress for the second time. Another down on a survivor. This is going to be a very quick game if the survivors do not step up their game. It looks like the Hunter will be taking this chair to this Forward to the chair. Is going to be running into the Antiquarian. Is going to utilize her stick. Is going to cage her off. She flywheels and is able to avoid getting injury for now. It looks like she'll be taking the hit, and she will be making her way towards the chair. Will she be able to? Oh my goodness, he caged her out of the chair. Will be hitting her and down here before she can get the save. Oh my goodness. It looks like the Hunter will be cheering this Antiquarian for the first time. The Forward was able to get up and she is being healed. Hunter will be noticing the survivors healing right in front of this Hunter. I don't know if this is the best decision. Hunter is going to cage these survivors. Is going to take the hit onto the Toy Merchant right away. She's going to get the save before half with Ty Turner, but it's a very early save. It's not giving the survivors much time to decode or heal up. Hunter will be setting up another cage and will be running into the Antiquarian, going up the stairs. Do this. Oh my goodness, jump down hit and getting the hit on the Antiquarian right away. 11 seconds until excitement, so the harassment of this Forward may not be the best idea. We're sure of what happened last time. It will be up in 1 second. It looks like he's just going to go chair this survivor, and the basement is inside of a hospital.
공으로 박치기 하고 이런 그림으로 계속 판을
He is
괴롭히는
going to
구도가
be able to cheer
나오는데
her,
네.
and she was saved before half, so
이거는
she
뭐
will
그런
still
상황이
have more
나오지
time on
않게
this
카이선수
chair. We
원톱
have a
봉쇄를
survivor at
시켜버리는
full
플레이가
health and a
나오고
survivor
있어요.
at half health.
그리고
It is the forward. He is going to stick around here, feeding tonight as he is on the second floor, and he's just looking down through that hole in the ground.
그렇죠.
그렇기 때문에 이 창틀 넘거나
And it
판자
looks like
넘을
one
때
cipher machine has
그냥
been completed.
아예
The
한
second
대를
cipher
맞고
machine at
안전하게
85% is
나가주는
being
상황이
worked
좀더
on.
나을 수도
The third
있다라는
cipher machine at 7, fourth cipher machine at
말씀을
3%. Hunter
너무
will just be
정확하게
leaving the
정교하게
survivor as she
네.
returns to the manor. It looks like he will be able to find this
카이선수가 내 판을
toy
배는
merchant
안에
and
이거를
cage her.
플레이에서
She is going
보여준
back and forth, is
듯한
able to avoid getting hit.
움직임이에요.
Does have a pallet in the middle to keep the hunter away, and is waiting at the edge of the cage. Will be breaking all these pallets so this hunter can't keep looping this area. Is going to get rid of her
그래서 지금 91% 뒤에도끼리 돌리려고 지금 하고 있죠.
thing to make her
백점프를
spring and
하고
fly,
그걸
and we'll be getting it down
막았고요.
to the toy merchant. What is that thing called? The catapult. And he will be popping that cipher machine, but the hunter is gonna cage him right off. Was that the best idea? I'm not sure. They're running out of options at this point. We'll be taking the hit and we'll be getting the damage onto the forward. Hunter is just gonna be going for this forward, trying to ensure the forward man escape. The toy merchant still does have not tight turner. Toy merchant does have
상황이 너무 좋지 않아요. 지금
self-heal to work
맨몸에
with, and the hunter is going back and forth trying to catch this survivor off guard, isn't able to do so quite yet, and the cage has ended. The forward is able to get up. The toy merchant has also gotten up, but now she doesn't have self-heal. Hunter is gonna go for this toy merchant and make sure to down the survivor so that she can't get up on her own. And it looks like he will be seeing the blood trails of this toy merchant as she makes it inside of hospital. Was able to set up a cage, has kind of caught her inside of this cage, is trying to run into her, doing a very good job going back and forth between these walls and avoiding the hunter's swings. Is able to get the down on this toy merchant. However, so now all the survivor hunter has to do is down this forward, and it is over for them. He did find a pocket watch that he can utilize, but he needs to wait for the survivor to bleed out, and the dungeon is in the walls near back gate, so it's gonna be a while before this toy merchant bleeds out. He is going to be waiting around the dungeon. There's no way he can climb up 3 cipher machines because he's a forward. We'll be backing into the forward and downing this forward right away, and that's a 4-man elimination for 7K's hunter.
6분도 되기 전에 모든 생존자를 사냥을 해낸 카이선스입니다.
Wow. Oh, they haven't. Oh, gonna change to trump card warp to the toy merchant. It looks like the survivors don't want to surrender quite yet and will be doing so now.
이 견제의 시간
치열하게 감시자들의 올킬 쇼가 나오고 있는 반면에 맞습니다. 동시다발적으로 이제 생존자들을 압박하는 꿈의 말 기록한다? 그럼 훌라발로가
Uin1 going against 7K's survivors. It will be Ivy on Sacred Heart Hospital. In the first half of this matchup for round 2, we did see that the 7K's hunter was able to get that 4-man elimination. So in order to tie this round, Uin1's hunter does have to get that 4-man elimination as well, just to tie the round. If she gets anything less, they will be losing. So the pressure is on this Ivy. Looks like the ghost is near Ith, who is the mercenary, and the main body is going towards statue. Will be infecting the mercenary and will be recalling the ghost to the main body. It looks like she'll be running into Haram, who is the gardener. Still has that bubble of protection. However, she did go around infecting other survivors, so she did allow time for that bubble to disappear and will be hitting her right away as soon as it does. And she does have the ghost still latched onto the survivor, so she does know exactly where she is. She will be transitioning into hospital. The ghost will be going towards Shack, and the main body will be following this gardener. And it looks like she wants to land another infection on this psychologist and is able to do so, recalling the ghost once again and committing on this gardener.
견제까지
Gardner is
동시다발적으로
transitioning away to the
잘
walls,
플레이를
does
해주고
have
있는
two
상황에서
pallets here to
하람 선수가
work with
최대한
if she can make it to the
저항해줘야겠습니다.
pallets, and the ghost will be
여기서
getting the scare on her before she can make it, and she will be
너무나
going
잘
down
타격했습니다.
next to
1분
one of the cipher machines that are being worked on. So this is
최고의
looking
얼굴이 진짜
incredibly
피하기가
good for
어려워요.
the side of this IV cipher machine's progress isn't that
엄청
much. It's at
견제가
55%,
잘 들어가서 많이 안
49%,
돌아갔거든요,
22,
지금.
and 17%. It looks like the ghost will be sending,
자,
will be
의사까지
infecting
시도하는
the
견제
doctor and will be going
넣어놔주면서
towards
다시
Ju
한번
once again. That is
작은지
in the
계속해서
shack.
괴롭히고 있어요.
And these cipher machines are not progressing too
그리고
well. This
누적이
is the
되면은
first chair
결국에는
for
이번
this.
운영에
Gardner will be
기반이
recalling the
기틀이
ghost. There
마련이
is a
되는 거라서요.
survivor in this
그렇죠.
area who is the
세 번의
mercenary
기생을
getting ready
통해
to feed to Naiad and go for the
이제서야
save. Hunter will be
86%.
teleporting to
근데
the psychologist and is
너무
able to take
깔끔해요.
the
네,
hit
이거는
and to get a backdoor save by
주
the
선수가
mercenary
계속
before half with
돌리니까
Ty Turner. Hunter will be going back
온
to this
것으로
Gardner
보이거든요.
and is
그렇죠.
able to get
주 선수도 어느 정도
61% corruption
욕심을
on her.
부렸는데 시간이 다가오다 보니까
She is trying to
이쪽으로
trap
오지
her
않을
body in
거라는
between the
생각을
ghost and the
했었는데
hunter,
추가적으로
and
다루
she's doing a
선수
very good job staying away. Oh,
멀티태스킹
blink
능력이
and down
굉장히
in her right
뛰어납니다.
away.
네, 그렇습니다.
Wonderful
물론
utilization
요경이
of her
덕분에
skill will be
뭐
breaking
데뷔적
these
진출을
pallets
성공했습니다만
and will be
하람
picking up
선수가
this
잘 잡아주는
survivor
데는 크게
for the
문제가
second time.
없었고요.
However, she was
네.
saved before half, so she still has more time on this chair, and the
추가적으로
mercenary that saved her is still at full health,
심리학자의
so
초반에
there are enough resources
이런
for
식으로
the
빼게
survivors
되면은
to go for this
굉장히
save. Hunter will be infecting
스노우볼적인
the
부분에서
survivors,
후반까지
infecting the
바라봤을 때 굉장히
psychologist once
유의미하고요.
again.
네,
One cipher
맞아요.
machine has been completed, the second
엄청
cipher machine at 80, the third
쉬지
cipher
않고
machine at
해주면서
55, the
생존자들의
fourth cipher
해독
machine at
로스를 계속해서
22%, and the last
만들어주고
cipher
있어요.
machine at
네,
17%.
선수가
It looks like Mercenary is already
굉장히
making his way to the
깔끔하고
chair to go
노련해요.
for the save once again. Needs to be careful not to get too much corruption. Is going to be eating a lot of corruption. 58%, oh, 100% is able to get the hit onto the mercenary. He needs to be careful. He's gonna get the hit, and he's gonna save her right before she is expired.
구출을 못하진
Hunter
않았어요,
will
다행히.
be
네.
going after this
선수가
Gardner
얼마나
once
버텨주느냐도
again. She
정말
was able to
중요한데,
make it
맞지
past her
않았고.
without getting hit. However, the mercenary has gone down, so this is going to look like a double down situation if she goes down, and she does go down as soon as I said it. But the survivors are healing up the mercenary, and he is back up,
지금
and the
백업이
Gardner will be leaving and returning to the manor. The ghost is going towards the survivors that are healing. It is the doctor, so she was able to heal him quite quickly, but getting 100% corruption right away, and is able to take the mercenary down for the second time. And it looks like the ghost will be sticking around this guard. No, doctor instead, and it looks like she's just gonna leave the mercenary to heal on his own. And it looks like she does want to commit to the survivor. She was able to heal herself 25% and will be able to take another hit. However, she has to be careful the hunter doesn't close in on her. It looks like the hunter's changing targets once again. She's going for this psychologist and is injuring all these survivors. However, it is the doctor, so she can't heal herself and go heal up this mercenary. Is going to be infecting the psychologist, and she is trying to get out of the area of corruption, but gets 100% corruption and will be hitting her for the second time actually. But she did have the stress ability, so she was still at 100% health. And it looks like the hunter will be back, trying to stand her between the ghost and the body, but she is able to make it to the birdcage pallet, was able to get that speed boost. Hunter will be blinking right through, and she will not have enough distance, so she will be going down, and it looks like the hunter does plan on sharing this survivor. It looks like she's gonna drop down from the second floor and take her to the chair outside of hospital. 3 cipher machines have been completed. The 4th cipher machine at 65 and the 5th cipher machine at 22. So the cipher machines are not currently moving. However, the doctor was able to heal up the mercenary and heal him to back to health, to 100% health. It looks like the doctor is coming in for the save. Hunter is gonna down her immediately, and the doctor is unable to do anything, but she did went down on the pallet, is gonna flywheel and avoid. Oh, but she still was hit. She's gonna heal herself and try to throw down that pallet. Hunter is going to Infector is able to get the is able to get the hit once again, so that means she'll be at 75% damage. Hunter will be going back and cheering this psychologist as she leaves the pallet area so that she can get a little further away from the chair. It looks like the hunter will be bringing her back to the chair for the second time, and the ghost is back on this doctor, so the doctor will have a very hard time coming in for the save, but she is at full health, so it won't be too much trouble. And it seems like the mercenary has become the decoder of this group, and the doctor is waiting around at this chair to get the save. Is able to get the save. Hunter was using scare and downing this psychologist right away. The doctor is waiting around at this pallet, so when she picks up, she will be, oh my goodness, she was able to avoid it and just pick her up and send her right back to the chair. And this psychologist will be going back to the manor. Now the hunter can concentrate on either the doctor or the mercenary. It does look like, since the Ivy is having a hard time downing this doctor fast enough, she keeps healing up, which is an interesting counter to Ivy, but it depends on how much effort she's going to put into each survivor to down them. She needs to also multitask and make sure the survivors' cipher machines aren't being completed. So it looks like the hunter will be sending the ghost towards the mercenary once again. Mercenary still does have self-heal because each time he went down, he was healed by the doctor. The main body is also going towards this mercenary, who is working on that statue cipher machine, is able to get that 40% corruption on this survivor right away. And it looks like the dungeon is also in this area, so now both the hunter and survivors are away. Is going to get 100% corruption and get the hit onto the mercenary. She does still need to get one more hit on this mercenary, though. Ghost will be leaving this mercenary and going towards the doctor, who is working on that cipher machine at 46%, while the main body stays on this mercenary. Will be infecting this doctor and recalling the ghost and going back for this mercenary, but she's kind of lost track of him. He's already making it to the second floor of the hospital, so now she needs to change targets once again. It looks like she's going for the doctor. So things are looking pretty good for the side of this. Oh, we'll be teleporting to the tablet, and the doctor is not able to get into walls to kite. However, she is at full health, so she can eat a hit. Hunters is going back towards the mercenary, is going to get the infection on the mercenary, but it looks like she will be committing to this doctor for now. Doctor is going to be getting to the pallet. Hunter is going to teleport to the mercenary, teleport right back to the doctor. Doctor already dropped down and is able to make it to that window. Hunter is unable to do much because she already went to the mercenaries. Oh, was gonna do another tablet near the mercenary, not the one on the cipher machine that he broke, but it looks like she's gonna be on the mercenary for now. Is gonna use his elbow pad to create some distance. Hunter is just going to be recalling her ghost and teleporting away to the doctor's cipher machine and trying to get more injury on this survivor. She needs to down a survivor soon so that she can do the slugging method, but downing this doctor has been quite troublesome for the side of this Ivy, and is able to get the 100% corruption and will be hitting this survivor. He will be going down, and he may have to utilize self-heal because she will be going after this doctor next, and it looks like the slugging strategy has begun. The ghost is back onto the doctor, who is going to be teleporting to her right away. She's waiting at this pallet. Oh, she was a little too patient, and she just got hit on the other side as she walked right through, and the ghost is back on trying to infect this doctor. She can't infect her yet because her infection is still on cooldown, but she will be keeping track of this survivor. She's making her way towards the mercenary, trying to get her up. No, it doesn't seem like that's the case. It's gonna take the window vault. It's gonna blink and make it, but she already threw down that pallet and she's trying to heal herself. There's another pallet here to work with. Oh my goodness, the terror shock while she was vaulting that pallet, and it looks like she will be going back to the mercenary because the mercenary should be getting up sometime soon. Is going to be getting up. He's unable to get up. He was at 98% health, and she will be chairing this mercenary, and this doctor right after. That's a 4-man elimination. So, oh, the doctor has gotten up. Never mind, she's going towards the dungeon, but this is the first chair for this mercenary. It is not able to get out quite yet. Is trying to get the, oh, was able to avoid getting hit. Is able to get the hit one more time. She made it to the chair and she has got the save on this mercenary. Wow, this doctor is just doing an incredibly good job countering this Ivy and just buying so much time, saving these survivors, healing them up, healing herself up. She has gotten so many hits on this doctor. Wow. Anyways, the ghost is back on the mercenary. The main body is still on this doctor. What looked like a 4-man elimination is starting to look like it's not quite a 4-man elimination. She has run into the hunter. She does not have self-heal, so this is looking like the end for the side of the survivors. The ghost is back on this mercenary. He still has self-heal, but the doctor does not have self-heal, so she just needs to down this mercenary, and that will be the end for the survivors. She was able to get 23% corruption, and she will just be hitting him normally. He's running towards the doctor, trying to heal her up, but is not able to do so, and they will be going down together, and that's a 4-man elimination for the side of Uin1.
야, 진짜 엄청나게
본체로 앞으로 가는 방향키를 누른 다음에
가장 자신 있어 하는
1위 그리고 올킬이라는 멋진 퍼포먼스를 보여줬고
초반에 사냥이
Uin1 Hunter going against 7k survivors. It is Naiad on Leo's memory, already gonna make her way towards the second floor of factory, is gonna throw her harpoon there and water down this entire area. And it looks like the toy merchant is waiting in that corner, but she is getting humidity, so she will have to leave this area. It looks like the hunter has predicted where she will be gliding off and will be meeting her at the first floor, able to water down this area with the pallet, so she will not be able to utilize it. She's transitioning away, but the fire investigator has thrown a ball, will be getting the hit right away, unable to utilize the fire investigator's ball, and will be transitioning towards the middle of the map, and will be setting up another glider. Catapult will be able to get to the second floor. Hunter will be breaking that catapult right away. Oh, she was not able to get to the second floor. She's going to be having to stay on the first floor. Hunter is going to be water downing. Oh, wonderful precision in the recalling of her harpoon is going to be taking her to the chair for the first time. Near Ith, who is decoding that cipher machine. Great predictions on the side of this Naiad. And it looks like she is also going to be watering down this area, is trying to get the cipher machine watered down. Oh, the forward is in this area. Hunter is going to be staying nearby. He isn't gonna be, he's gonna be taking a normal hit right away and getting the save off onto the survivor. She will be going down once again and will be transitioning back into the factory. It looks like she's just trying to get away from that cipher machine instead of trying to avoid getting hit or attempting a rebound. Hunter is going to be watering down this entire area as this survivor falls. However, she has gone down in the second story. They may be looking for an assist with we have the fire investigator blocking the way, so he has to break this ball in order to get through. He's getting ready. But he wasn't able to get the fire investigator ball the second time and will be able to chair the survivor for the second time. Fire investigator unfortunately has one in order, so the hunter knows exactly where the survivor is and is unable to come for the save quite yet. We do see Haram, the forward, is also in this area, but hunter is gonna water down the entire first floor of this factory. It doesn't look like the survivors plan on coming for the save quite yet. Hunter will be withdrawing her harpoon, isn't able to water down any other survivors. She's going to be returning to the manor. Hunter finding the forward and downing him immediately. How did she know? Oh my goodness, he's going to be going to the chair right away. First time he's chaired, however, we still have two survivors with full health. It's not completely over, but two cipher machines completed. The third cipher machine at 67 and the fourth cipher machine at 23. is able to get him with the humidity, and he is injured. He cannot come in for this save, and it looks like the hunter is making sure there isn't a backdoor save happening. We do see the acrobat is still at full health, but he's quite a distance away, so it doesn't look like he'll be coming in for the save anytime soon. They may just choose to sell this forward. However, he does have 84% of his ball still left over, and it won't be able to be utilized at this point. Hunter is going to try and water down its cipher machine once again, and if is unable to decode that cipher machine, Dan B is making his way towards the chair, is holding his acrobat ball, trying to get closer. Hunter has noticed there is a survivor here. She does have tinnitus, and it looks like the forward will be returning to the manor. We do see the acrobat is trying to kite and buy some more time for this fire. Investigator is able to flywheel and avoid getting any board damage. Is going to throw down that pallet, and Hunter is just watering down this entire area. He has to leave. He's getting ready to hold his bomb, and he's going to use his bomb to get out of the walls, and is making his way towards the factory. He's at half health. He's 97%. Oh my goodness, she got the humidity, and he has gone down. Now the Hunter is looking for the fire investigator. If this survivor gets up, he will no longer have self-heal. It's looking like the end game without the cipher machines able to be cipher machines are not able, cipher machines cannot be completed, and it looks like she's just trying to find this fire investigator, but the fire investigator has already left this area, and he's making his way all the way around the walls, staying out of sight of this hunter and making his way towards this acrobat. However, the hunter is back near the acrobat, and if she goes to that corner, she will get tinnitus and will be aware there's a survivor there, and it looks like she does get tinnitus, so she knows he is in this corner. She plans on watering down this entire corner, will be running into him very soon, and will be utilizing his ball to dash, but she downs him immediately, and he is going down. We do see the acrobat has gotten back up. Now he no longer has self-heal, and this is just a matter of time before she can get this for elimination once again. So in round 1 they got 4-man elimination. Both hunters got 4-man eliminations. Round 2 both hunters got 4-man eliminations. And if this is round 3 and UNI gets that 4-man elimination, the pressure is on 7K's hunter, but it looks like the hunter hasn't quite. It looks like she finally spotted him out. He is holding his ball, probably going to jump into. He's going to go towards the corner and not inside a factory. I was not going to say he was going to jump into the windows of factory. It looks like he is able to avoid the hunter. And he's going to get 100% humidity. Hunter now changing targets, going back to this fire investigator. And the fire investigator has crawled away from that corner towards the Moongate. Hunter has been able to spot him out on the wall. So it looks like he has to get up, and the hunter will be going for her final chase. Will be throwing her harpoon, and he'll be going in the opposite direction, staying around in these 2 pallets, and getting a lot of humidity. Blink down. That's a 4-man elimination for UNI's hunter. Amazing job to Daru. It looks like he's slowly making his way to go and chair this acrobat. Will be picking up this acrobat and taking him to the chair closer to the fire investigators to pick the fire investigator up later. Survivors have not yet surrendered. There may still be hope. There are lots of chairs. I don't know. Is making his way all the way to the corner. I'm gonna crawl there, and is going to be taken to the chair that is a little far away. Maybe he will be able to struggle free, not sure, but she is making her way to the chair, and it looks like she will be able to make it to the chair and chair. He was able to struggle free, never mind. He was able to struggle free, and now the hunter has to go for the survivor. For the last time, trying to down the survivor once again. He has no items left, and he will be going down. And the chair is close by this time, so there will be no struggling free for this survivor.
그렇죠. 이렇게 다시 한번 2인원 측에 갑니다. 다루 선수가 올킬을 기록하게 되면서
한치 앞을 모르겠어요.
맞습니다. 경기
본인의 장난감 발사대 점프라든지 이런 것들이 좀 연계 플레이겠습니다만 이 무시까지
짜젠 구역 선택이 이뤄졌고 조각가로 올킬은
자와
7K's Hunter going against Uin1 survivors. They tied up round 1, they tied up round 2, and on the round 3 first half, the Uin1 Hunter was able to get that 4-man elimination. So in order to tie up this round as well, 7K's Hunter also needs to get that 4-man elimination. The Hunters are working overtime here. It doesn't look like he was able to see the survivor go up to the second floor and is going to be checking the outside of factory. There are no survivors in this area. Tinnitus is gone, so now she knows she's walking in the wrong direction. Will be making her way outside of the stairs. Has seen the survivors scratch marks in between the gaps of the stairs and will be making her way to the second floor. We see that 2 survivors are up on the second floor, and it is the lawyer, so it's most likely the lawyer telling the survivors exactly where this hunter is making his way back up the stairs, but the hunter was able to snipe him out and is able to land next to him with the warp, is able to avoid all of these statues. Will be eating a normal hit here, flywheeled a little too late, and will be throwing down this pallet. The hunter is trying to snipe him out with these statues, but he is able to avoid them. Will be eating a statue while vaulting that pallet. Incredibly dangerous to vault pallets and windows, especially against a sculptor, but is doing a very good job and is able to avoid more statues and buy so much time for these survivors, avoiding another normal hit, and is able to transition out of this area. And Hunter is trying to snipe him down, being very careful, but he just went right past that pallet. He wasn't able to even, he's gonna throw down that pallet, and finally downing this lawyer for the first time. 1 cipher machine has been completed, the second cipher machine at 88 and the third cipher machine at 74%, cheering this lawyer right away, trying to make up for the lost time, looking for the survivor. She did throw her chisel towards Cheese, but wasn't able to snipe him up with any of the statues. It doesn't look like the survivors are coming for the save. Neko is slowly making his way there, but the hunter keeps harassing Cheese and trying to keep him from working on this cipher machine. It looks like she's just going to leave this chair for now and will be throwing the chisel. Does see Neko in the way, who is the wildling, trying to snipe him out, isn't able to do so, is trying to guard this chair and cipher machine at the same time. Hunter does realize the wildling is making his way towards the chair and will be trying to run into him in the middle. So on the side of the survivors, they just need to get 1 man out and they will be winning. So the build on the survivors are incredibly aggressive. So 3 survivors with flywheel and knee-jerk reflex. The only survivor with tie turner is the wildling, and he has tie turner and flywheel, so they have no borrowed time. They just want to kite for as long as possible and just try to get the cipher machines completed. 2 cipher machines completed, the third one is about to pop, 4th cipher machine at 56, and the last cipher machine already at 5%. Hunter is going after Cake, who is the acrobat. He is going to utilize his bombs to get away from this hunter and transition to that. Wonderful snipe with that statue. Is able to get 75% damage and snipe him out and down him right away. So incredible job utilizing her statues and downing the survivor incredibly early. He wasn't able to use much of his balls because he was down so quickly. It looks like the hunter will be going for this wildling who's already on his boar. This is the wildling's first boar, so that means he has a lot of time. Will be eating the hit, but doesn't want to eat the second hit quite yet. Wants to allow the ciphers to progress more before getting the save before half, but also needs to get off of the boar without getting too much injury and getting the save onto the survivor. Hunter spamming these pallets, trying to get the half damage on this survivor, and he isn't able to save this. Oh my, King isn't gonna flywheel, but the hunter was patient and waited and then hit him afterwards. This is starting to look like another 4 kill for the side of Kai. 7K's hunter is waiting around and is gonna start heading towards Cheese. Cheese is priming up that cipher machine. It's at 93%. It looks like he's planning to push the cipher machine and just complete it, will be able to finish the 4th cipher machine, the last cipher machine at 56%. Will they be able to get this format elimination and tie out this round as well? Looks like the hunter will just be carrying this wildly instead of going for the slugging effect. He's gonna use the chisel and try to find out where Cheese is. Cheese is in the backside of the factory, already making his way towards the 2nd floor. Hunter has used her statues to try and snipe up the survivor. She did see him going up the stairs. He's waiting around at the window, was able to get the window vault. Will be using warp to close the distance, going back out of the window. He's gonna go back to warp and he's trying to block off this area. Hunter is able to snipe him. He was using flywheel to get away. Is gonna be able to go through that window. She's gonna be going past that window just behind him. He has dropped down, utilized another ball to transition into the factory. Is gonna get the chip hit and he needs to be careful. One more chip and he's going down. He's trying to get a ball to utilize to go outside of the factory. Is not able to throw down that pallet. Is gonna make his way towards the dungeon and is gonna be hit before he can make it. And that's a 4-man elimination for the side of 7K's Hunter.
기록합니다, 가이 선수.
처음에 너무 잘 짜놨고 습격에서 망쳐놓고 해도 일방적으로 언급드렸던 조각가의 풀 존재, 여기서 기회 한 번이었고요.
야, 사도 하겠습니다.
네, 아짜잔이고요. 그래서 유의할
거기다가
Uin1 Hunter going against 7K survivors. It is Anne on Red Church. There is no other rounds left. They tied round 1, they tied round 2, they tied round 3. This is it. This is overtime. Round number 7, first half. This will determine everything. It looks like the hunter's first chase is going to be the female dancer. Was able to land the cats onto this female dancer. Is going to disable her ability, but it looks like she needs to break these music boxes because she is taking advantage of this fast music box and slow music box. It looks like she's going to be setting down another slow music box and throwing down this pallet. Hunter will be breaking this pallet, and it doesn't look like she plans on breaking the music boxes quite yet. Is going to send the cats towards this survivor. Is able to latch them onto her, and she is back on the chase. She is going the rounds, looping this area, but she is just not able to catch up to the survivors. Oh, we're going to utilize warp to close the distance. However, she's staying right in between the opening of the 2 gates of warp and is able to continue to keep a safe distance. Is going to throw a cat jump, and she isn't able to catch up to this survivor. She needs to break these music boxes because she's just not fast enough. She will be breaking these music boxes, but look at how much time this female dancer bought for the team. 3 cipher machines are finishing very soon, except the 3rd one is still around 70%, but it looks like she doesn't have any more items to work with, so now the hunter will be able to chase the survivor without any music boxes available on this map. It looks like she was able to make the vault, and it looks like she's transitioning back into her last slow music box. Oh yeah, she does have 1 music box left, but we have the little girl using her pages to help this kite go on for even longer. Hunter will just have to break this slow music box and go after this survivors. She hasn't landed a single hit on this female dancer yet, and 2 cipher machines have been completed. We have the page by the little girl. It looks like she's gonna transition. Doesn't look like she's gonna go to inside the church. Is gonna finally take the flywheel and avoiding another hit. Paging, perfect timing on the side of these survivors. Great communication, great coordination. Hunter is finally gonna reach this survivor, and the little girl is gonna be taking the hit for the female dancer. The first hit on a survivor this entire game. This is the first hit, 2 minutes and 28 seconds into the game. It looks like she's going to be changing targets to the little girl. She does not have any pages left to utilize, so she is an optimal chase. She does have half health. She can just hit the survivor. She will be able to finally down her first survivor. 3 cipher machines completed. The fourth Cypher Machine at 82 and the last Cypher Machine at 8% and 1%. And she's gonna cheer this little girl for the first time. Wildling is in this area, so gonna be ready to get the save. He does have Tide Turner and will be taking the hit right away and getting the save before half with Tide Turner, but an incredibly early save, so that means she did not buy enough time on the chair. However, that was an incredibly long kite, gonna be hitting her right away off of that chair as she was saved. Hunter gonna utilize warp, go towards the female dancer's Cypher Machine. She's already left that area. She doesn't have any items left to work with. Hunter will be getting the cats on this female dancer. Why is she leaving this little girl? I'm not quite sure. Trying to slow down the Cypher progress will be getting the hit onto the female dancer, and the survivors are healing up, and it looks like she's up. This little girl's up as well. Hunter is going right back inside of church, going back to this corner, but it's Haram who is the wildling. Not your most ideal chase, especially if he has the boar ready. It is ready in 1 second. He has the boar available, is going in the wrong direction, sending the cats. The wildling is back on his boar, and Hunter is going towards the wrong Cypher Machine. The Hunter is unable to find a target, and it looks like she keeps going back to Haram, but it's the wildling. He has got off his boar once again, so it's back on cooldown at 20 seconds. Is not able to find him, is going towards Shack and finally towards the corner Cypher Machine, but is unable to do so. Cypher survivors have healed each other up. They're all at full health except this wildling. Hunter is unable to find a target. The little girl will be teleporting to the wildling and will be eating the cats for this survivor. Hunter will be going after this little girl, will be hitting the little girl once again. It looks like the little girl came in to go down for this wildling because the wildling is still at half health, and they are priming up that last corner Cypher Machine. Hunter is throwing the cats towards the little girl's direction, is going to jump. Little girl utilizing her page, is stunned, and is finally able to down this little girl for the second time. She was saved before half, so she still does have more time on this chair. She's bringing the little girl to this last Cypher Machine at 63%. We have the painter in the area and the female dancer. We see that the Hunter is going to be going after this painter first. Will be able to use flywheel, but it's still going to hit because he wasn't able to time it quite right. It does look like it is coming in for this save. It is the female dancer. She does have crows, so the Hunter was aware she was coming, and she did use perfume, but it was after perfume when she was hit, so she will not be able to go back to that full health. Did get the painting and is able to stun the Hunter, allowing the two survivors to escape. Cypher Machines are being primed up at 73%. All four survivors are at half health. The only survivor this Hunter needs to down at this point is the little girl, but she's able to latch onto the survivor and is able to use the page flywheel, avoiding another hit, being very patient and throwing down the pallet after she swings, and they are able to stay alive for a little longer. She has 2 more pages to utilize, is able to throw down that pallet, and the Cypher Machines are primed. Hunter is going for this little girl, is going to change targets towards the female dancer instead, and is going for this female dancer, is recalling the cat, is able to stun this survivor. The Cypher Machines have been popped. The survivors are all up, and this is a 4-man endgame. Suddenly the survivors are doing such a good job containing this Hunter. Hunter is going towards the painter Cypher Machine. He does have a painting he can utilize, so exit gate, not Cypher Machine, was able to land the cats onto this painter. Will be jumping. She will use his painting to stun the Hunter and get away from this Hunter. This painter is just doing great job with his changing to teleport and going to the opposite exit gate. The wildling is trying to open it up. It's at 80%. He can still eat a hit because he is on his board. Hunter is going to try and stun the survivor with the cats, unable to do so. Hunter is changing targets. He ran into Ith, who is the female dancer. He is closing in the distance. The survivor is throwing in a page, but unable to save the survivor. Will be finally getting the down on this female dancer. Their two survivors are at the gate. They can get out very soon. Hunter is forcing them out. Is gonna hit the painter. Oh my goodness, he's able to crawl out, and the little girl is still waiting around. The hunter is trying to get the down on this wildling so that this female dancer cannot get out, but the wildling's ore is on cooldown, so he isn't able to get there quite yet. Is going to drag her away from the exit gate, gonna jump towards the wildling, but he's still behind the gate, so the hunter isn't able to down him. She's trying to get the two-man down, but it looks like the wildling is able to get on his board, and he's going towards the exit gate. He is trying to stun these survivors. Unable to do so, she will just have to pick up the female dancer and get the one-man elimination.
3타를 기록하면서 세븐나이츠 측에서 반전을 만들어냈으면서
동계까지 포함해서 169초고요.
네. 현재로서는
그렇습니다. 장전 18대
포텐셜 터지면서 3킬 이상하는
수가 없습니다.
그렇습니다. 자, 일단은 구역 하는 것 같아요.
7K's Hunter going against Uin1 survivors. So 7K's survivors were able to get a 3-man escape in the first half. So in order to win, the 7K Hunter has to get a 2-man elimination. If he gets 1-man elimination, it's a tie. If he gets no man elimination, they will be losing. So if they do get a tie, so if he gets only 1-man elimination, they will most likely start calculating the time. Looks like we have the batter pushing the hunter away, keeping him away from Cheese, who is the composer, who is the decoder of the team, is going to be going for Cheese instead. Batter only has 2 balls. Oh, he's going in the wrong direction. He's going to be going right back to Cake, who is the batter, still has 2 balls to utilize. Hunter will be throwing a web there. He's getting ready to utilize his ball, and it looks like he will be catching up and will be able to push the hunter away. Hunter will be utilizing this web for faster movement speed and going back after this batter. Oh, it looks like he's changing targets and going for a different survivor. Batter only has 1 ball left. Hunter is making his way inside of church. The female dancer cipher machine is in there and it has quite a lot of progress, but it looks like he's making his way towards Neko, who is the gardener, and he is trying to catch the survivor. Is getting closer. She was able to utilize her bubble, but she ran into the web, so that means she has much slower movement speed. Meanwhile, the hunter has a very fast movement speed, is able to throw down that pallet, was very patient, and will be transitioning. However, will be taking that first hit because she does have a web and she is very slow. And so it looks like the hunter will be following her as she transitions back into the church. Is going to put down another web. We have the coordinator waiting around, will be using her stun gun and stunning the hunter, keeping the hunter away from her. It looks like the hunter will be recovering and getting back on his feet, going towards Neko. Neko is going towards Cake, trying to get more support from the survivors. He has 1 more ball left to utilize. Hunter will be able to go past Cake and go towards the gardener, continuously looking back and forth. Is going to utilize these webs and is going to hit the batter right away. Batter unable to get that hit with the ball, but he can still harass because he's not down. Oh, blink down and getting rid of this, not getting rid of the survivor, but downing the survivor. 2 cipher machines, however, have already been completed. The 3rd cipher machine will be completed very soon. The 4th cipher machine at 55. We do see that the hunter was able to get a spit onto this batter, so he is at 75% injury damage, so he won't be able to come for the save. It looks like the hunter will be cheering the survivor for the first time. The goal for the side of the survivors is 4-man escape in order to win, and if not, they have to tie. That means they can only get a 1-man elimination. They cannot allow more than 1-man elimination, so they have to really push for this win. It looks like they will be going towards the chair. Is able to make it before half. Hunter is gonna be ready to spit on this survivor. Web shot. Oh, is able to get the web shot and get the save before he gets the normal hit. The hunter will be farming the gardener right away and getting that hit as soon as she is saved. However, they were able to save her with Tide Turner before half, so she still has a lot of time available to transition away and on. She has more time left on the chair. It looks like the hunter will just be following this survivor, and it looks like she's going to be dying as far away as possible in the corner. However, look at the cipher machine progress. We have 4 cipher machines completed. We have the last cipher machine at 60-70%. This is already looking like it will be primed and ready. The cipher progress was just incredibly fast this round. Hunter is going to use the web spit. What did I call it? Spit web spit shot? I don't remember. And it is primed. There's 2 survivors coming in for the save. We have the batter and the coordinator. They both have borrowed time, so they will be available for this endgame. Has used the ball to push the hunter away. Hunter gets a spit on 2 and hits Cake, who is the batter. Cipher machines have been popped. It's endgame. There's 4 survivors available, and the hunter is going towards the gardener, who is Neko. He does have Tide Turner still available. She's going to utilize the bubble and get support, and he is able to make it go past that window. Hunter will be running into the coordinator and downing the coordinator right away. So this is looking like a one-man elimination for the side of this hunter, which means they will be tying this round as well. So Hunter will be teleporting to the exit gate. The exit gate, and the exit gate is not open. Hunter will be running into the gardener. Gardener is trying to stay alive, and she will be going down to that vault. Hunter needs to hurry up and chair this gardener. The exit gate is open. The batter will be leaving, and it looks like the cheese is going towards one of the survivors. If they get this 2-man elimination, this is a win for 7Ks. Is going to, oh my goodness, he's gonna chair the gardener, and what's her name, coordinator has gotten up. It's a foot race to the exit gate. Doesn't have much webs quite yet, and is able to run into the survivor, and she's already left, and that's a 3-man escape for the side of UNL, and Uin1 will be the winners for this matchup. Congratulations to both teams on getting that tie all 4 rounds. They all worked so hard and did such an amazing job.
그렇습니다.
픽이나 뭐 선지 같은 픽이 살아 있습니다. 저기 오놉 소송을
VF Hunter going against ZZZ Survivors. It will be Hullabaloo on red shirt. He's already making his way towards Nana, who is the, gravekeeper. Not your ideal chase. Is going to be changing targets and going towards NN, who is the knight. Also not an ideal chase. They are all the rescuers of the team, and Knight can use his predictions to really delay this hunter's chase, and it looks like he was able to get his first prediction right. Is not going to get the second prediction right, allowing the hunter to will use his clone to get the black ball on him right away as he is taking that window, and is trying to catch him as he's trying to get to the pallet. Is gonna be able to correctly predict the attack and is able to make it past this window once again, and it looks like he's transitioning towards the graveyard. He has 1 more helmet to utilize, was able to fly wheel to make it to the pallet, but he's kind of caught out here with the clone, and the main body is able to get the black ball on this survivor, trying to get the red ball, was able to avoid it, and is getting 2 more predictions onto this hunter, and the hunter is going to not get that prediction, and it looks like the hunter is now going towards the antiquarian, but also not the best chase, because she can stun this hunter before she makes it to the we have a excitement, making sure that the disarm does not work on this antiquarian. Is able to get the injury on this antiquarian, catching her off guard with that tray, and is able to push the hunter back a little, but not able to stun him. He is able to we have the coordinator stunning the hunter and allowing the antiquarian to transition into charge. Hunter is getting a lot, she's getting a lot of distance away from this hunter, but wonderful clone placement, downing this antiquarian for the first time. We have one cipher machine has been completed, the second cipher machine at 91%, the third cipher machine at 70%, the fourth cipher machine at 29%, and the last cipher machine at 8%. It does look like MZ is feeding this hunter to Naiad, but she does not have stun gun, so she will still be able to come for the save because she is at full health, and she also does have Ty Turner. He's going to be careful here, getting the hit, but also getting the save before half with Ty Turner, getting the flywheel and avoiding the additional injury. Amazing job on not giving that double down situation. It looks like the hunter has gotten the black ball and the white ball and the red ball right away on this antiquarian. She's transitioning to a far corner where the cipher machine has already been completed, so now the other remaining cipher machines will be completed without much disturbance, being far away from this hunter. It looks like MZ will be having one in order, still has that white ball which will disappear eventually, and she is not going to come for the save. It looks like the Gravekeeper is in a shovel form, making his way to the chair. Hunter has found the Gravekeeper, was able to get the red and white ball on this Gravekeeper, got the black ball and was able to force him out of his shovel form, but is going to get the injury. He was able to get the save before she expires with Ty Turner unable to get the double down situation once again. She is able to stay alive at this pallet, but unfortunately the hunter outplayed her and was able to land all 3 balls on her. She will be dying and going at this corner for the last time. We have 4 cipher machines completed. Oh, disarming the hunter right before she goes out, trying to buy a little more time for the team. And the last cipher machine at 19%. We do see NN got... Oh, hunter is going to change to teleporting to NN's cipher machine. It is the night. Hunter will be able to get some color red ball on this white ball and needs to be careful to get the black area. He needs the flywheel and he avoids getting the black area, but he needs to be careful not to get hit. Hunter is doing a very good job keeping him in the color wheel, but is unable to land the black color wheel on the survivor. He's doing a very good job hiding in this corner, unable to get the black ball on the side of the... Oh, he's gonna get a claw and get the hit on this survivor. The last cipher machine at 22%. He is waiting at this corner once again. Hunter is able to rotate his color wheel and is able to down this survivor. However, the last cipher machine is not being primed up. It does look like the survivors were healing, so both survivors have healed during the knight's kite. The hunter is bringing this knight into... No, it doesn't look like he's gonna go all the way to the basement. It would have been very dangerous to chair this survivor in the basement, and it looks like Nana is in the area, and that cipher machine is at 26%, but it's not a cipher machine the survivors want to work with because it is the cipher machine that has basement. It looks like he's in his shovel form, gonna try to make his way towards this chair. A new cipher machine has been started, was able to get him out of the shovel, and he was able to get the save. Will be getting injury to the survivor. He is at half damage, but it doesn't look like the hunter is not gonna be going after this knight. He's gonna commit to this Gravekeeper instead and down this Gravekeeper and has gotten all 3 damages. I thought he was gonna bring him to the basement, but he's gonna bring him to the walls outside of the church, and we'll be carrying him over here. Hunter is going towards NN, who is making his way towards the shack. He is at half injury, so the hunter may want to go after the survivor as well, but he's coming back to the chair, making sure not to get a free rescue. Was able to get the free rescue and is going to be trying to down this survivor. He is getting the... gets the terror shock and downs this Gravekeeper once again, bring him right back to the chair. He's gonna bring the Gravekeeper to a chair near Shack. Is he gonna take him to the... Doesn't look like he's gonna take him to the basement. So what he's doing is he's bringing the survivor next to the cipher machine so that they don't get enough progress. Is able to down this knight right away. However, the coordinator is coming in for the save, but she's still at full health. However, she needs to buy more time so that this knight can heal up. Is able to get the black ball on the survivor. He's gonna get the white ball. She's gonna be able to get the save. He rotated the color wheel, but he wasn't able to down the survivor quite yet. And the Gravekeeper is trying to get out of here. He's stuck in this corner here is able to avoid getting additional. All will be going down, but the knight has gotten up, so the gravekeeper will be returning to the manor, but still 2 survivors are available, and 2 cipher machines are being worked on. One at 75%, the other at 67%, is going to finally be able to injure this coordinator. She was able to use the magician's stick to use the illusion and escape and get out of this window. Hunter will be teleporting to the church cipher machine where the, oh my goodness, where the knight is. He's gonna try and get out. He was able to vault out the window. Hunter just simply hopping over this window, and the Hunter is looking back at MZ, and he is trying to leave this cipher machine once again. He's going back and forth between these 2 cipher machines, trying to dive down them if possible. He's gonna go back to NN cipher machine, and he's back inside of the church. He's not gonna follow him too far out, because then they will be able to prime up the coordinator cipher machine that's in shack. It looks like the cipher machine is almost primed, 99%. The knight goes down, but the survivors, it popped the cipher machine. However, he does not have borrowed time, so he cannot get up. The Hunter just needs to down this coordinator, and it's still over for the side of the survivors, because knight no longer has self-heal, so that means he's already done slugging these survivors. He just needs to down this coordinator, chair her. He can go for the knight and take his time, because he still has quite a lot of time. She's hiding behind that big rock, and Hunter has noticed and will be throwing his bombs towards her, able to get the red ball, white ball, and the black ball on the survivor. Anytime now, it's gonna happen. It's a matter of, okay, it looks like she will be downing the survivor, and that's a 4-man elimination for the side of VF Hunter. Odeop.
올킬 퍼레이드가 막을 열립니다.
야, 이번에도 혹시 올킬 안 나오나 했는데 역시나네요. 진짜 정말 훌륭한 어그를 보여주긴 했어요. 전술의 칙도 너무 잘 써줬고요.
로의 짜임새 있는 운영이 굉장히 빛이 발했네요.
그렇습니다. 건가 싶기도 하고요.
그렇습니다. 자, 구역 선택 카드
ZZZ Hunter going against VF survivors. It will be Hullabaloo on the red church. In the first half, we did see that the VF Hunter was able to get that 4-man elimination. So the ZZZ Hunter, in order to tie, also needs to get that 4-man elimination. But it is Hullabaloo, and he has a very high success rate. So we'll see how well the ZZZ Hunter does against this Enchantress. Is going to be committing on this survivor. She's staying away by keeping this pallet in between them. Is going to go to the next pallet and transition to this window. Hunter will be setting up a clone right there, and will be able to get the white ball and the black ball on this Enchantress already. She does have 1 mini stun, will be able to utilize that mini stun to continue this kite. Will be throwing a peeper down there, so she's transitioning out of this area. Is going to use her second stun in order to transition to the pallet. Hunter was able to get that clone red ball hit onto the survivor. She's going to go back to the window, going to go back. Hunter's going to jump right over, and she's going to get another stun ready. Will be able to throw down that ball, and she was, oh my goodness, able to throw down that pallet, excuse me, not the ball, and is gonna snipe her out with the clone. She does have 3 stacks, so that means she has a much longer stun after she's rescued, which also means there is a possibility for a rebound. Coyote is gonna throw a peeper down there. We do see that the airplanist is working on this cipher machine, has been interrupted, but he can come in for the save. He also has Tide Turner. He's gonna use his jetpack to land closer to the chair, and is on the other side, but is able to make it to this chair. Is being very patient with this save, trying to buy more time. Is gonna get the hit onto this airplanist, and they will be going in opposite directions, trying not to get the double down. Hunter, however, is trying to get the flywheel to avoid the white bomb. Is able to get sniped by the clone. Excellent positioning of these clones. Oh my goodness, how are they doing this? He can't even see him. He was through the wall. Was able to get the 3-stack stun, so a much longer stun for this Enchantress. Hunter will be entering the church and getting the let's see, okay, I can't see because of the words, but I believe he got a black bomb onto the Enchantress. Was able to get the red bomb. Needs to be avoiding the white bomb. A wonderful rotation of his color palette and getting the down on this survivor. ZZZ's precision for setting up his clones and sniping out survivors is really amazing. Like, he's not even looking at the survivors. It looks like the fire investigator will be coming in for this save. Hunter is able to get the red and white ball, needs to rotate for the black ball. He's gonna take the hit and will be getting the save with Ty Turner once again for this Enchantress. Enchantress only has one stun. She will be using that to enter into the church and make her way towards the window, but the Hunter is gonna set up a clone on the side, is able to get the black and red bomb on the survivor and the white bomb right away. She did utilize flywheel, but the timing was off, so she will be going down at this graveyard corner. Hunter will be bringing her back towards the middle to use this time to transition closer to a different survivor. It looks like she will be going towards Humi and Siru. Looks like he's leading more towards Humi, so it will be the aeroplanist. He still has one jetpack to utilize. Hunter has seen the blood trails, but did not see that he would already transition out to the double walls over here, and it looks like Hunter is trying to snipe him out with, looks like he's gonna be peeping, using a peeper, and will be throwing down a peeper. Will be getting the injury onto this survivor. The black ball, red ball on the survivor, and the white ball to finish him off, bringing him to the chair next to this exit gate. 3 cipher machines have been completed. Siru is making his way towards the chair. Hunter is going to clean up some pallets here, making it harder for the survivors to rebound Kite, and placing these peepers has really benefited his precision for setting those clones down. It is going to be the first officer utilizing his pocket watch and is using the pocket watch incredibly well to delay the damage, but will be getting the damage and the save with Ty Turner. Hunter is back on this airplane, unable to go after the first officer for the double kill because he still has the watch, but was able to down this airplanist right away. Going for more, is not satisfied with downing this airplanist. He wants to get this first officer as well. Airplanist has fallen down. First officer in the corner of graveyard, probably not expecting this Hunter to pursue him after this time. Will be downing him right away and will be bringing him to the chair for the first time. However, the fire investigator is healing up this aeroplanist. The 4 cipher machines have been completed. Hunter using his clone to locate the survivor. It does look like Loogie is going towards the chair, and Hunter will be running into him very soon. Last cipher machine at 32% and an additional cipher machine at 8%. Hunter is going to be finding Loogie out here in the wall the wall edge, and will be downing him right away. He does have self-heal. Humi is going towards the chair, who's going to teleport right to the first officer, unable to see the airplanist hiding behind the pallet. Was able to see the airplanist and will be getting a lot of bomb hits. He needs to avoid the black area, but the clone gets the black area bomb hit onto the survivor, will be taking him down. Hunter will be dragging this airplanist all the way to this fire investigator, and the slugging will begin. It looks like he will be dropping the airplanist in front of the church, continuously looking back and gonna jump over those obstacles and land right next to the fire investigator. He is able to get the red ball on the fire investigator. He is doing a very good job avoiding the Hunter by going around this tree, but it looks like he will be going down and he no longer has self-heal. Hunter will be going back to this airplanist, and if she can just go ahead and chair him, he doesn't have to go for the slugging method, but he was able to get right up right before the Hunter picked him up, so he is able to down him immediately. Wow, and that's a 4-man elimination for the side of ZZZ Hunter.
오페라 처음 나왔을 때 너프가 좀 지속적으로 먹기 전에
안 받고 도약을 할 수 있거든요. 이번 경기도 굉장히 많은 영향을 미치지 않을까 싶습니다.
ZZZ Hunter going against VF survivors. It will be opera singer on Leo's memory. It's already going into her shadow form, going towards factory. She will be running into Cover, who is the prisoner, the decoder of the group, so it's a very ideal chase for the side of this Hunter. He will be able to make this window vault because he has quite a lot of distance. Hunter has to keep getting out of her shadow form in order to vault this window, giving this survivor more time to transition away. Already made his way down out of the stairs and into the pallets. He will be able to throw down that pallet. Hunter will be breaking this pallet immediately, is able to throw down the second pallet and is doing a few mind games here. Hunter returning to a remnant and will be eating the first hit while he transitions back into the factory. Hunter is catching up real fast. He is a little hesitant, will be going and making that vault, but unable to make the vault back, is getting caught at that little corner and will be going down for the first time. First cipher machine at 59 seconds, cipher machine at 37, the third cipher machine at 39%, and that is a very early down for the side of the survivors. However, it is opera singer, she is very quick, so it does happen often if the survivors are not careful. Zero caught out in the open, will be eating a hit right away, unable to make his way towards the chair. It does look like we did have a backdoor save, however, and he was saved by Rugi, who is the puppeteer. He is gonna go to the corner walls and try to kite out this Hunter, but does not have tight turner, so he needs to avoid getting hit because he will be going down immediately and he will not be able to buy enough time for the survivors. However, since two survivors, oh my goodness, will be going down. Someone help me. Will be going down and will be going on the chair for the second time. Having two people come for this save really slows down the cipher progress. So it looks like Lugi is back, getting ready to get the save for a second time. Is going to be taking the hit while in his puppet form, only getting 25% damage. Going to get another hit in his puppet form as he makes it to the chair and is able to get the save before this survivor expires. Hunter will be back on this. Oh, will be able to use his stun to stop the Hunter and make it to the pallet. Hunter will be breaking this pallet, immediately walking backwards and walking right into the Hunter. And he will be able to chair the survivor for the third and final time as he returns to the manor. We have two survivors that are injured and one survivor at full health. Survivors are slowly running out of resources and the Hunter is catching up to Lugi, still at quite a distance though, and the Hunter will eventually find Lugi because he is the closest survivor and she is going in his general direction. Only one cipher machine has been completed and already one survivor is already eliminated, was able to avoid the blink and was able to transition into this pallet back into his puppet form to avoid getting any injury. Gonna wait around at this pallet. Hunter being very patient and not going after the survivor until now. He will be able to get him right at the pallet because he wasn't able to throw it down or get far enough. We'll be cheering him at this corner next to Moongate. It looks like Humi is making his way towards the chair. 3 cipher machines have been completed. The 4th cipher machine at 74% and no 5th cipher machine has started quite yet. It looks like the Hunter has found Humi. Oh, will be hitting him quite far away from the chair. Is going to utilize his ball to jump over the obstacle and get the save onto this survivor. He is back in his puppet form. Hunter is trying to misses and doesn't able to hit the acrobat. Will be breaking this pallet and trying to get rid of the survivor's resources. Still unable to down this puppeteer quite yet, doing a very good job with the mind games. Is able to avoid another hit but is trying to be very patient at this pallet. Is going to be running into the Hunter and will be going down for the second time, and the Hunter will be bringing him right back to the chair he was originally on. The 4th cipher machine will be completed very soon. The last cipher machine at 44%, so that was a long enough time for the 4th cipher machine to be completed. It doesn't look like the survivor is able to gonna down this acrobat right away. We do see Siru is trying to make his way to the gonna change to teleport to the chair, trying to prevent this rescue from happening. It is the mercenary, so he can still take a hit while getting the save, but he can't wait too long because he will expire, and Hunter will take the normal hit on the mercenary and get the save with tight turner. Hunter is going back towards Humi, making sure that the survivor can't get up and she can chair the survivor before this puppeteer. However, puppeteer was not hit, and so the puppeteer can get himself out of the situation because the hunter has left the puppeteer and is going for this acrobat instead. It looks like acrobat was able to make that window vault and trying to transition away. He still has a white ball to work with and he's trying to make his way towards the, oh my goodness, getting the terror shock while vaulting that pallet. And there is a sudden pause and we are back. We'll be breaking that pallet and bringing this acrobat to the chair for the first time. We have two last cipher machines, one at 44 and the other at 31%. However, we do see that the mercenary is still down and the only available survivor is the puppeteer. Hunter is going around the map trying to get to Naiad, trying to figure out where the survivor is. The mercenary has finally gotten up and they are all hiding. We see the mercenary hiding in shack, we see Lugi hiding in the walls corner next to Moongate, and it looks like the hunter has run into the mercenary, was able to avoid that hit through the window. Hunter going back to a remnant and going and making sure there isn't a backdoor safe on this acrobat, but these survivors are not even approaching this chair. It looks like they're going to try and push this cipher machine instead. It is at 43%. The mercenary is going to use his elbow pad to make it to the chair and is going to be making it to the chair. We'll be taking the normal hit and getting the save off onto this acrobat. Is trying to body block for this acrobat but is unable to do so. Was able to utilize the bomb to get inside of the factory, going to her remnant and is not able to hit him quite yet, making it to the pallet. Hunter is swinging but he does go down eventually. It was just a matter of time. We do see that both the survivors do not have self-heal. Hunter will be bringing this acrobat to the chair for the last time since he was saved after half. However, cipher machines are almost primed. It's at 99% cipher machines. Hunter ran into the mercenary but was not able to get the hit on the mercenary quite yet. He is able to throw down that pallet. He's going to teleport to the Moongate. The survivor is not there. They were expecting this because they knew the hunter does have teleport since she teleported back to the chair and the cipher machines back and forth. It looks like she'll be going after this puppeteer while the mercenary tries to make it to the front gate. Is able to avoid the hit for a little longer in his puppet form and is buying so much time for the survivor. Is going to throw down that pallet. Oh, get the hit in puppet form, so is not able to go get the down on him quite yet with detention and is just buying so much time, being very patient. Oh, we'll be getting the down on this puppeteer. However, this puppeteer does have self-heal, so the puppeteer can get back up. Hunter is racing towards the front gate where the mercenary currently is opening it up, but it's not open in time. It's just these 90%. Hunter has reached the gate faster and he will be going down. He has no choice and the hunter is going right back towards the puppeteer and the puppeteer is trying to heal himself up at 83%, but it doesn't look like he's able to get up and will be carrying this puppeteer, securing the 4-man elimination for the side of ZZZ.
쪽이네요.
네, 트리 쪽보다 더 가는 걸로 알고 있었죠. 쪽 7시 쪽
It looks like the mercenary is trying to crawl to the basement, but he's still quite far away and he will not be able to get there. However, it looks like the hunter will be able to find him very soon. She'll know where the dungeon is, so she's not going to allow this survivor to crawl to it and will be cheering this mercenary.
이거 진짜 연장전까지 또 한 번 말아볼 수도 있을 수도 있는
가지고
네.
1.5 데미지를 막아줬잖아요. 충분히 예상을 픽 중 하나잖아요.
그렇습니다.
완성 그 조합 중 하나잖아요.
그림자가 요란 법석을 들고 오지 않았을 때
going against ZZZ survivors. The ghost is already going towards factory, running into the magician, gonna infect the magician and recall the ghost straight to the main body, and is going towards MZ, who is the acrobat. Acrobat is sticking around this area. There are some pallets to work with, the Christmas tree. Looks like the ghost is going to catch up to him, trying to get the scare onto this survivor. Only getting 2%. Is getting ready to utilize his ball, is going to finally infect the survivor. He's going to utilize the ball to leave the area of corruption and try to get to the next pallet, but the hunter is catching up and is able to get the charged attack on this survivor. The ghost is still latched onto this survivor, trying to get more scares 62%. The main body is closing in. Waiting at the outside of the shack is able to loop and rotate towards the outside once again. Is able to blink and run into the survivor, flywheeling and avoiding the 100% corruption. Amazing job on the side of this acrobat, and the main body is once again trying to down this survivor, recalling the ghost, getting help from his alter ego, and is able to make the pallet fault and avoiding yet another hit on the side of the hunter. And it looks like he's going to transition to the next pallet. Is able to make it there, is being a little patient, getting the pallet stun on the main body. Hunter needs to recall this ghost and have the ghost get another infection on this survivor. 78% corruption, is able to finally get 100% corruption and down this survivor for the first time. 1 minute and 48 seconds into the game. We have one cipher machine has been completed, second cipher machine gonna be completed, third cipher machine at 90, the fourth cipher machine at 22, and the last cipher machine at 9%. It looks like the ghost is being sent towards OUO, who is quite far away. It is the lawyer, but it does look like she is going to commit to sending the ghost all the way to this far corner of the map. Is going to infect the lawyer and try to get more scare onto this lawyer. Gonna recall the ghost and cap this chair, making sure that there isn't a... Oh, is gonna go straight to the lawyer, but the lawyer flywheeled and avoided getting hit. Amazing job on the side of this lawyer. Is gonna go right back to the acrobat, trying to ensure that she can down the survivor once more. Get that 85% corruption. Is going to try and get more, leaving the area of corruption. Oh, that's the... Oh, I'm getting confused. That was the lawyer. The acrobat is at 96% corruption. If he just looks at this hunter a little more, she will be able to get that 100% corruption. Is trying to get the 100% corruption, while on the opposite side of the pallet is able to get the 100% corruption. However, it is able to down the survivor. However, look at the cipher machine progress. This is only the second chair for the acrobat, but 3 cipher machines are already completed. The 4th cipher machine is at 93%. The 5th cipher machine is at 69%. So this is looking incredibly good for the side of the survivors. It looks like the lawyer has finished already 2 cipher machines so far, and it looks like the hunter will be infecting the magician, and his cipher machine is at 86%. Hunter will be teleporting and does not want to allow this. Oh, blink hit and getting the hit onto this magician. Is getting a lot of corruption at 65%. The last cipher machine 86. It's so close to being prime. They did get the backdoor save, and the acrobat is safe once again, and the ghost is catching up to this magician, going past him and going towards a different survivor. It does look like she's looking for the acrobat once again, trying to eliminate at least this one survivor. He just needs to sit on the chair one more time. The main body has lost sight of OUO. It looks like she has found OUO once again, and he is trying to make his way to this cipher machine and trying to prime it up, but the hunter is not leaving this area anytime soon. It looks like the survivor will be eating a hit here and will be transitioning away. They may have to start a new cipher machine since this cipher is being heavily guarded. The hunter is now going towards OUO, and the ghost is going towards Nana and will be infecting this mercenary. Is going to recall the ghost to this main body. Cipher machine is staying on OUO and will be infecting him, getting the 90%, 100%. He flywheeled, but he wasn't able to time it right, so he will be going down for the first time. However, this is his first year. Oh, hunter going to teleport straight to the mercenaries. I mean the magician's cipher machine. We have all 3 cipher machines are being worked on. Hunter is trying to go for the mercenary cipher machine. MZ. Who is MZ? Let's see. It is the acrobat. Acrobat has also been healed, but acrobat does have to be careful because he will be returning to the manor if he's chair, so he cannot go down. And it looks like the ghost is back at the shack, trying to go towards MZ once again. The main body is at a
압박감이 많이
different cipher
심해지거든요.
machine will be infecting the
내가 무언가
acrobat,
하더라도
and the
저쪽에
ghost is
두 명이
staying next
있고
to this acrobat.
이쪽에
The
세 명이 있고 막
survivors are
이래버리는 상황이
healing up
나오기
during the
때문에
time the hunter is
재정비
going back
들어가고
and
있어요.
forth. The hunter is sticking around at Moongate cipher machine. We do see Nana is making his way towards the Moongate cipher machine. He is the mercenary. He's at full health, so that means he can't possibly prime up this cipher machine. Hunter will be breaking this pallet and looking for the survivor that is feeding her tonight, as she will be running into the survivor and getting the scare onto this mercenary at 29%. Will be taking the hit and will be transitioning away from this hunter. We do see that OUO is still healing up, and they have gotten the double heal. Hunter has now noticed the two survivors, but they've already transitioned away. She is teleporting back to this 56% cipher machine, unable to leave it, because if she does leave it, they will definitely prime it up. The main body and the ghost has left that cipher machine. The two survivors are running towards that 86% cipher machine. The ghost is trying to make it to the cipher machine, and they are going to prime it up, and it's 97, 98, 99. It is prime. They're gonna pop the cipher machine. It's endgame. There's 4 survivors. The hunter has detention. She's trying to guard. The exit gate's gonna send the ghost towards MZ. The main body is going towards the exit gate. There's one exit gate that is not being guarded by this hunter, and that means the survivors can start working on that exit gate. But survivors, oh, it looks like the hunter is now at the moon gate. Her main body's at moon gate. The ghost is going towards the main gate. Nana is opening up that exit gate. It's at 34%. Hunter infected him, but is not teleported to him quite yet, recalling the ghost to the moon gate cipher machine. The main body going towards the 34% main gate cipher machine, still standing away outside the area of corruption. Hunter is nearby NN, who is feeding her tinnitus, and the hunter is going to be teleporting away to the main gate. Exit gate is going to be running into the mercenary. He still has 2 elbow pads to work with, so this isn't a problem for the side of the survivors. NN has finally touched the opposite exit gate, but the ghost is going to be infecting this survivor. She hasn't teleported to quite yet, and he has gotten rid of the tablet at the main exit gate, and the hunter is trying to down the survivor. Is going to leave her ghost at the cipher machine, and the main body is going for MZ at this time. It looks like 2 survivors are waiting around at Moongate. They did get crows for not being able to touch the exit gates. Will be teleporting to and will be running into him. Oh my goodness, blink and downing him immediately. So she finally has a down on the survivor, but that means the main body is occupied, and they need to try and open up these exit gates, but they're still unable to do so. Then the ghost is stuck on Nana, who is the mercenary. The magician has been chaired at Moongate. The main body is camping this. Oh, she's gonna teleport to the main gate. It looks like she's gonna be running into MZ. The ghost is going to leech the magician that is on the chair, so the save will be incredibly hard. OUO is trying to open up that exit gate, and the main body is near this survivor. Is gonna get the flywheel and avoid the hit, but the tension seems to be over, and she will be taking the normal hit, and the cipher exit gates are starting to be opened up. The ghost is going to infect MZ. She's gonna recall the ghost towards the moon gate. No, not the moon gate. The main gate. I'm getting confused. Okay, it looks like she's back at the main gate. MZ is in that area. They were able to get the backdoor save on the magician. Is gonna be taking a hit and transitioning away, but the exit gate is open, and now that looks like a 3-man escape, possibly 4-man escape. Hunter will be infecting the mercenary that was inside of the exit gate. Is able to get the 2 people are going out flywheeling, and 3 people are out. She needs to down this acrobat. Acrobat has the dungeon, and that's a 4-man escape for the side of ZZZ survivors.
생감 어떤 진영이 먼저 플레이하게 될지 또한 좀 중요하게 존재감도 안 주고 그냥 구출
맞기 때문에 뭔가 지켜봐야죠. 형사미션까지
Hunter
들고
going
왔거든요.
against ZZZ
네.
survivors. It will be
자,
BonBon on
마지막이 될 수도 있는 이
Chinatown.
경기에서 오덥
He's
선수
making his way
3라운드
towards the
전반전
tree
시작합니다.
in the middle of the map.
과연?
And looks like he's
여기서
going
오덥
towards
선수.
NN, who is the
자,
seer.
NN 선수
Does
선진자를
look like he is
쫓아가는데
making his
선진자
way,
빠르게
gonna
잡아줘야 되거든요.
throw some bombs on the opposite side of the map, confusing the survivor, but is gonna follow the blood trails around this building, is able to make his way towards the pallet, and is going to be throwing more bombs towards the way into the hotel. Was not able to connect those bombs and get the hit onto the seer. Seer is able to make that vault and is not able to get that connected bomb hit and down onto the seer. He's making his way towards the second story, already able to utilize that pallet to gain more distance. Oh, he's going to be patient. He's going to take a hit while being too patient on that pallet, and will be able to get the first injury on this survivor. It might have been better just to messes up his warp and is unable to go through. He was supposed to go to the first floor and meet the seer there, but it doesn't look like that will be a possibility for now. Is the seer is looping this area once again, is going right back up to the second story. Nope, Hunter is gonna go the other way. Seer is being very patient and waiting around, flywheeling and making sure that that bomb does not hit the survivor. He is going to be setting up a lot of bombs here, is able to avoid them all so far, has made it to this pallet. We see that the novelist was able to switch places, unable to get that pallet stuck, and put the Hunter right next to the seer, and the Hunter has downed the seer instead, so it did not work in the favor of this novelist at this time. Quite unfortunate. Will be chairing the seer for the first time. We see that the barmaid does have wanted order. We see the second cipher machine at 96, the third cipher machine at 79, the fourth cipher machine at 22. But how are they gonna get this save against this BonBon? He has so many bombs available. Is able to switch with the BonBon and able to pallet stun him, allowing the survivors to save, and has got the save off onto Nana. And Hunter is going back towards NN, noticing that it was the first officer that saved the survivor, so it did take a little time to figure out which one the seer was, but he was able to identify him, and he is going over to this corner. He has the seer owl to utilize and has been able to successfully keep himself safe for now. The Hunter is throwing so many bombs the way of the seer in the bombs. Oh my goodness, the owl is gone, and he gets the normal hit and downs the seer for the second time. 2 cipher machines have been completed. The third cipher machine at 83, the fourth cipher machine at 81, the fifth cipher machine at 45. So the cipher progress is looking pretty good, and it's gonna bring the seer to the chair next to the corner small bridge. And it looks like he's able to snipe up the barmaid. Barmaid was still able to finish up that cipher machine. Hunter is going to leave the survivor, making sure there is no backdoor save. The barmaid is continuously gonna flywheel to avoid an extra bomb, and is able to heal herself up completely. The first officer is once again near this chair. Looks like a double save on this survivor. Is able to eat the hit, is able to get the save flywheel to the chair, and is able to avoid the Hunter for now. The cipher machine is almost primed. It's at 98%. The cipher machines are primed, and this is the end game. He already hopped the cipher machine, and the Hunter needs to down the survivor. Is gonna break this pallet instead. Now the survivor has an owl and can transition once more. The exit gates are being opened. The bomb is being thrown. The bomb is, oh my goodness, the bomb takes out the seer owl, and the main body does hit the seer with his detention. Is going to use warp to go towards the exit gate. Has run into the first officer. Nana isn't able to locate his body. The novelist is here getting ready to switch with the Hunter at the pallet once again. Is able to avoid the bombs and is staying alive for now. Was able to get one chip onto the survivor. Oh my goodness, he hits him at the pallet and is able to down the survivor. It looks like he's gonna chair the survivor, but the seer is back up. Nana has opened up that exit gate. The opposite exit gate is also open. It's looking like a 3-man escape on the side of the ZZZ survivors. He's gonna force the first officer out of that exit gate. MZ and NN is going towards the open exit gate, and there's not much this hunter can do at this point. He did give a healing drink to this seer, but yeah, that's a win for the side of ZZZ because they have more points. There's no way for VF to catch up.
네, 3인 탈출 올탈이 아니라 3인 탈출 때 멋진
감시자 주의 끌기 실력을 보여줬었잖아요.
네.
그런 부분들 다
1라운드 2개고 하나 보네요. 훌라발로를 무조건 쓰지는 않기는 했었거든요.
맞아요.
Last matchup for today, whichever team wins will be going to COA. It is Uin1 Hunter going against ZZZ Survivors. It will be Ivy on Red Church. It is Red Church, right? And it looks like the ghost will be looking for this robot, has found the bot, infecting the bot, and the hunter will be downing this bot immediately. The location of the mechanic will be revealed since she has downed this bot. She still has half of the controller left to utilize. Hunter will be running into OUO, will be infecting her and teleporting to her right away. It is the antiquarian. If she utilizes her stuns well, she will be able to avoid getting hit by this hunter. However, she needs to avoid looking at this hunter, because if you look at this hunter, your corruption will rise. So it looks like the ghost is going towards Shaq. The main body is staying near OUO. Looks like he will be running into the survivor that I can't see because she keeps switching back and forth so much. I think it is the knight. It is the knight. We do see the infection mark on the survivor. It is the hunter will be bringing her ghost back and going for OU. She's in this corner here. Will be getting the scare onto the survivor. Has able to get the 100% corruption and land the first damage onto this antiquarian. Antiquarian is going to the window, not gonna go straight past and go towards that pallet. Instead is waiting for the main body to catch up. Will be getting another infection. She needs to get out of this area if she doesn't want to get more corruption. Was able to leave this area, but getting 100% corruption with the scare and downing this antiquarian for the first time. However, we do still have a mechanic with half controller left, is able to work on so many cipher machines. So although a cipher machine hasn't been completed, there is progress on all 5 cipher machines already. We see the ghost is going towards NN, who is the knight, and infecting him once again, recalling the ghost to the chair and sending it towards MZ, who is the mechanic's main body, and will be recalling the ghost once more to make sure there isn't a free save on this survivor. The gravekeeper is already in his shovel, getting ready to make the save on this survivor, being very careful not to want to get that terror shock. Will be taking the normal hit and getting the save before half with Tide Turner. Hunter will be going for the gravekeeper. Utilizing blink and getting the hit right away on the gravekeeper, trying to get the double down situation. She can't lose track of this antiquarian, but it looks like antiquarian was able to transition far away, and we are not able to see her at this time. It looks like the hunter is on the mechanic, will be infecting this mechanic, and it looks like she has lost track of the antiquarian. The bot is in this corner, also not the antiquarian, not the person she's looking for. It looks like she's going to infect the bot as well and recall the ghost back inside the church. She'll be running into NN, who is the knight, and she isn't able to find this antiquarian, so maybe going for the down on that gravekeeper is gonna cost this hunter. It looks like the hunter is unable to find anyone at this point. Gonna go straight to the bot and get rid of the mechanics bot for this game. One cipher machine has been completed, and the second cipher machine, it looks like the hunter has not seen the he has now seen the antiquarian. She has been healed up, and she does have a lot of stick to still work with, and the hunter is now finally back on this antiquarian, calling the ghost to get and infect OUO, and she will be transitioning out to the next pallet area. Is going to be able to throw down that pallet. The ghost is trying to get more scare on this survivor, is going to be infecting her, and the corruption is up to 79%. However, she is still at full health. 2 cipher machines are completed. 3rd cipher machine is being completed. The 4th cipher machine at 87, the 5th cipher machine at 82%. So now these cipher machines are progressing so well, and the hunter hasn't downed this antiquarian, is going to be infecting the Knight and will be teleporting, getting the 100% corruption. He's gonna finish up that Cypher machine and leave the Cypher machines are primed at 99%. And it's the end game. They pop the Cypher machine. Hunter has. It looks like the Hunter is sending the Ghost towards OUO, towards that back gate, exit gate, and the main body is waiting around. Looks like she's gonna be running into MZ. The dungeon is in this corner next to the red carpet, and the Hunter is not going to be going after the survivor because she needs to make sure there's no survivors at the gate, and the survivors are not at the gate. What usually happens to survivors when they try to counter Ivy is they wait out detention. If they wait out detention and take a few hits, they will be able to open up that exit gate. Hunter will be teleporting to Nana's gate. He was not able to catch him close to the gate, and there isn't a single tablet near the gate either. It looks like he will be able to transition into Shack. Hunter will be following close behind. He is in his shovel. Hunter will be leaving him. The Ghost is back at the red carpet exit gate. Hunter is recalling the Ghost and teleporting to the church. Looks like she wasn't able to teleport to the far tablet next to the red carpet exit gate, but it doesn't matter. She will be able to bring her body to that exit gate eventually. MZ is around this area. Hunter, it does have blink and is gonna blink and down this mechanic right away. We see that the Ghost is hanging around at back gate, is going to be infecting and teleporting to NN right away. He is able to make it to the pallet and is able to use his predictions to try and delay this Hunter from hitting him. Was able to avoid the dodge, but is gonna get the down on this survivor. Another down, is gonna teleport right back to the red carpet gate and gonna go and chair this mechanic first, and making sure she cannot get up. The Ghost is staying and waiting around next to the Knight. We do see the exit gates are still not being opened up. The Ghost is now going towards the Gravekeeper, who was trying to touch that exit gate, wasn't able to do so. Will be teleporting straight to the Knight. We do see the Antiquarian is going towards the mechanic. It doesn't look like the Hunter plans on chairing the Knight quite yet. Is going towards the Gravekeeper, running into the Gravekeeper, but wonderful usage of the shovel, was able to eat that hit. Detention is over. There was a save on the mechanic, and the Antiquarian is trying to take down that tablet, was getting infected once again. Hunter is back, teleporting towards the Antiquarian, has gotten 100% corruption. She flywheel, she misses, and she gets the stuns with her stick and is able to get out of this situation, is able to make that window vault and transition away. She's spending too much time with this Antiquarian. The exit gate is 16%. Doesn't look like it's being opened quite yet. Survivors are healing up once again. Will be pushing the Hunter away with her stick. Still has some stick to utilize. Will be flipping over those obstacles. Is bringing the Ghost back to this area and is getting the 100% corruption, and the first hit onto this Antiquarian. Survivors are healed up. They are at the exit gate. 3 survivors are at this exit gate, and the only survivor here working on this exit gate is the Antiquarian. Antiquarian is getting rid of that tablet. Hunter is at this back gate, and the survivors are in the middle. Is gonna get the down on the Antiquarian, and is going to use the Ghost to scare on the Gravekeeper, bringing the Ghost back to the Antiquarian, and the main body is going to be picking up this Antiquarian and chairing her. It looks like the exit gate is opening up at 70-80%. It's almost open. The Hunter is trying to send the Ghost back towards the back gate, but it doesn't look like the Ghost will be arriving in time, and that's a 3-man escape on the side of ZZZ survivors.
이렇게 되면 1라운드 때부터 균열이 발생합니다.
와, 3대1 스코어 2점 차로 젠존제 팀 썸이 131초 견제를 해줬습니다. 치료 횟수 2번. 와, 치료를 정말 많이 했다는 증거죠.
그렇습니다. 자, 첫 번째 라운드.
작곡가 어그로 끌 가능성이 압도적으로 치즈 선수가 3시 쪽에 위치하고 있고요. 중앙에 케이크 선수.
ZZZ Hunter going against Uin1 survivors. In the first half, we did see that Uin1 Hunter was only able to eliminate 1 survivor. So in order to win, the ZZZ Hunter has to eliminate 2 survivors. 2 survivors or more. Anything less, if he only eliminates 1 survivor, that will be a tie. If he doesn't eliminate any survivors, that will be a loss. So it looks like it will be Hullabaloo. Did I already say it was Hullabaloo on red shirt? And he is looking for his target. Was not able to see this survivor quite yet. Will be noticing the survivor now. It is going to be Cheese, who is the composer and the decoder for the group. It does look like Hunter is going to be setting up some clones in this area. Not quite yet is able to get that vault. Hunter is going to throw down a peeper, trying to disrupt that cipher machine progress. At the same time, will be vaulting this window, getting closer to Cheese, is able to get the red and white ball on this survivor, and he's able to flywheel and avoid all the bombs. So now the Hunter has to re-bomb the survivor, is able to get the red and white bomb immediately, and getting the black bomb right away, is able to get the black bomb and the red bomb right away, needs to avoid the white area, and he's doing a very good job by vaulting back and forth, but the Hunter is going to get him very soon with a cologne and downing the survivor. Cipher machines at 75%, 63% and 61%. It looks like the survivor UI is coming in for the save. It is the Gravekeeper. He can utilize his shovels to approach the chair. So that is what he will most likely do. Hunter has caught him out early, and he's going right into his shovel, and he will be eating a black ball, and he is making his way towards the chair, is able to get the white ball. The Hunter may just wait till he gets out of the shovel, but he's going to actually hit him out of the shovel, get the red bomb on him right away. Black bomb is able to get the save with Ty Turner and getting the hit onto the Gravekeeper, but isn't able to down him completely. Is going to be concentrating on this composer and trying to secure his first down. Will be able to get this composer down, but he does have Ty Turner, so he's going to transition to the far corner of this map away from his teammates. 2 cipher machines have been completed. The 3rd cipher machine at 79%, the 4th cipher machine at 15%, and the last cipher machine at 14%. Neko is making his way towards the chair. It is the acrobat, so it'd be me versus me in the lore sense, but it looks like Neko is making his way, trying to stay away from the Hunter. Hasn't been able to land any hits onto this acrobat quite yet. He's getting ready to utilize his bomb, is able to utilize his bomb. He got the red bomb on the Hunter, so the Hunter is not able to use his skill, but will be taking the hit and will be get the save with Ty Turner just before he gets out. Was able to flywheel, but he is gonna get the down onto this acrobat. The Hunter is back on Cheese. He just needs to chair the survivor one more time. Then if he can down the survivor, it will be getting him down right away. If he downs if he eliminates the survivor, he will secure the tie for now. He just needs to get one more survivor out, and they will be able to secure the win for round 1. The composer has been chaired and will be returning to the manor. Hunter is looking for the acrobat. It looks like he is going to be finding him very soon at the opposite corner next to the exit gate. Is going to be able to pick him up because he was not able to self-heal in time, and will be bringing him to the chair for the first time. This is looking incredibly good for the side of this Hunter. Ooh, and it looks like we will be jumping a little and moving towards. So there was a little glitch in the stream, and it will just continue from here. And we will be making it to right back to the chair where Neko has gotten up. Hunter will be flipping through and getting the down on this survivor very soon, but he still needs to get 2 more balls. So okay, got another white ball onto this acrobat. Is needing to get the black ball into this. He has lost track of him for a little bit, but he has found the blood trails. Is going to jump over the walls. He's going to jump with the mud blood through the window and is able to snipe him out with a clone, and he will be going down. 3 cipher machines have been completed. The 4th cipher machine at 61%, the 5th cipher machine at 35%, but the acrobat has been eliminated. There's only 2 survivors left. This is already a win for the side of ZZZ. But in order to get more points, the Hunter will be looking to down more and more survivors. He's making his way towards Cake, who is the puppeteer. Is already at half health, so this could be an easy down if he can just hurry up and land the balls on the survivor. Will be jumping closer to the survivor. He did make that window vault, and the hunter is catching up on foot. He's gonna vault the pallet once more, getting the black and red bomb onto the survivor. He needs to avoid the white bomb and is able to get the white bomb while he's in his puppet form, so that eats up 2 of his bombs. Getting another white bomb, is getting a red bomb, and needs to get a black bomb, and getting the terror shock while vaulting that window, and is unable to do much at this time. Hunter will be going towards UI, who is the gravekeeper. He still has shovel to work with, so still a lot of items to negate this hunter's attack, but it looks like he will be a little patient waiting in this corner. Hunter has seen the blood trails, and now he is aware of this survivor going into his shovel form right away in order to stay safe. Will be hit out of his shovel and is getting more bombs. Will be getting the hit onto the survivor. He's 75% damage and downing him right away. We do see that the puppeteer has gotten up. Hunter has teleported to Cake. Cake is already going inside and outside through the red church. Hunter is trying to locate the survivor. It is the end game. The hunter is slugging the survivors, and they are trying their best to make something out of this game. The last cipher machine is at 91%, so there is a possibility that they can prime up that last cipher machine, but the hunter is on this survivor, has gotten the black bomb on him, will be jumping over this wall, getting the red ball on him. He has to avoid the white bomb, but is able to get the white ball. He is in his puppet form, so the puppet form eats the 25% damage instead, is able to get the black ball and the white ball. He just needs to get the red ball. He's doing a very good job going back and forth at these pallets. Is gonna jump over and get the red ball and down this survivor. He does look like he will be picking out the survivor because he knows there is a cipher with so much progress, but will he know that it is primed? They will be popping the cipher machine. It's endgame. He'll be throwing down the survivor now because he does not have self-heal anymore. Hunter is gonna just go ahead and chair this survivor because there is a possibility this gravekeeper can... Not sure what the possibility. There's lots of possibilities. Actually, he could open up the exit gate. He could trick the hunter, go heal up this puppeteer, but it looks like the hunter will just be going after this gravekeeper. The hunter does not have detention, so he will have to take his time in downing the survivor before it looks like he got the first hit and down this and damaged the survivor. Got the first damage on the survivor. Needs to get the and is able to down the survivor. No opportunity for the survivor to get the dungeon. That's a 4-man elimination on the side of ZZZ Hunter.
더블 서프라이즈 정확도가 워낙 높아지다 보니까 선수
위치 자체 다리 포워드 큰 집의 장난감 상인. 그러네요.
ZZZ Hunter going against Uin1 survivors. It will be Opera Singer on Moonlit River Park. It looks like she's already making her way towards Cheese, who is at 4th stop, and the hunter is gonna be catching up by going in the shadows and going around the back instead of the front. Cheese will be waiting around at this platform, will be blocking off the exit. Hunter gonna go back towards her remnant and trying to catch this survivor. Did mess up the dash and is gonna be walking, but it doesn't matter because she's gonna destroy this pallet. She's waiting around at the next pallet. Hunter will just be going straight around this area, and Cheese will be able to make that vault and transition to the walls, utilizing another bomb and transitioning to the next set of walls with 3 pallets. A very strong kiting area. Hunter is trying to mind game, walking backwards, but Cheese is being very patient and waiting behind the pallet, returning to her remnant, but Cheese is able to make that vault, and he is going to run into the hunter now and take the first hit. Looks like he's going to transition back to his ball and go towards the 2 pallets underneath 4th stop. Hunter is slowly catching up. It looks like he's going to be destroyed. No, blinking right through the pallet, and He misses and he's unable to get the hit on the survivor, going back to a remnant, but he's already vaulted this pallet once again. Hunter will be breaking this pallet and going straight for this survivor. He's already made it to the platform, is going to drop down here, but he's going to be able to get the hit onto this fire investigator, carrying him for the first time. So the fire investigator's ball on the force stop actually stops the fire investigator from going through as well, so it's kind of working in favor for this Hunter in a sense. And it looks like Cake is getting ready to get the save. It is very hard to stun a opera singer because she's incredibly fast, but it does look like he is gonna be ready to go for this save. The Hunter is close by, gonna use his ball to get closer to the chair, but he hasn't made his way all the way to the chair, just halfway to the chair, and it looks like he will be making his way to the chair, being very patient. He's going to utilize his bomb and stun this Hunter, getting the save right away, and the Hunter is right back on this fire investigator. He was saved with Ty Turner, is going to deflate his ball and carry it so he can use it for a possible rebound. Kite will be taking the hit once again and will be going down. Hunter cannot pick up this fire investigator quite yet because the forward is still around. He does not want to give any more stuns to this survivor. He still has half of his football yet to utilize. Hunter will be going towards the fire investigator. He died in a nice corner, ready for the forward to get a nice stun. Will be utilizing his ball to get more distance, but Hunter will be able to hit it. He has 1/4 of his football left. Will be going back to a remnant, back to Cheese, going to pick this survivor up. However, 2 cipher machines have been completed. The 3rd cipher machine at 88, the 4th cipher machine at 80, the 5th cipher machine at 58%, so that is a lot of progress, and this is only the 2nd chair for the side of this fire investigator. Yui has finished that cipher machine, is using the catapult to make her way to the chair once more. She is the toy merchant, and she also does have Ty Turner. Hunter will be running into her and hitting her right away. She will be getting the save off onto this fire investigator, will be blocking off this entrance so that the Hunter can't go through, also throwing down this pallet, sacrificing her life to keep this fire investigator alive. He was able to make it to the pallet. The last cipher machine is at 84%. They just need to last long enough. He is able to utilize his ball to transition further once again. Hunter is going around and it will be flywheeling and missing the hit. Will be getting the hit now. She needs to pick up the survivor very soon. The ciphers are primed. The survivors have all gotten up, but he does not have borrowed time, so she'll be going straight for this toy merchant, downing her instead. I mean, not instead, right after the fire investigator, and it looks like she will be carrying the fire investigator next. The exit gate is open, the 2 survivors are there, so it's looking like a 2-man elimination for ZZZ Peko.
굉장히 멋진 플레이고 페코 선수의 또 견제 시간도 1분.
이렇게 된다면은 후반전에서 반대로 룸에 응답했습니다.
예, 이건
보도록 하겠습니다. 2층 우측에서 시작하네요.
Uin1 Hunter going against ZZZ survivors. It will be Hullabaloo on Moonlit River Park. He's already entering the building. OUO is the lawyer, so he knows that the Hunter is in this building. He's gonna go around the back. The win conditions for the Uin1 Hunter is he needs to get a 3 or more elimination in order to win round 2. So the pressure is on since they were not able to get the win for round 1. And it looks like the Hunter was able to get the red bomb on this. Lawyer is not able to get an additional bomb. The lawyer is doing a very good job avoiding this Hunter by utilizing his map, but the Hunter will be catching up very soon as he is entering the 2nd floor. The Hunter has caught up, gotten the white ball on the survivor, getting the black ball, and he is able to make the vault, but he is at half health. The Hunter will be vaulting right behind the survivor. We see the priestess has all these portals ready for the survivor to go through. He's gonna go through the world portal and he's able to make it, but the Hunter will be breaking this world portal, and he is back because he entered the world portal and then he came back out for some reason. There might have been a little technical difficulties, or he misclicked his button and ended up on the wrong side of the world portal, and the Hunter was able to down the survivor. We see the the mercenary is making his way to the chair right away, is able to get all 3 bombs on the survivor, and is able to get the save, but is able to hit the mercenary right away. And now the hunter is back on this lawyer and has gotten the black ball, and the white ball is gonna flywheel, but is still gonna close in on the survivor, changing his wheel, and is able to down the survivor, and that's a double down for the side of the survivors. Suddenly looking incredibly good for the side of this hunter. Only 1 cipher machine has been completed, but this is the 2nd chair for this lawyer. All 3 survivors are near this mercenary trying to heal him up, and the hunter is checking around the area. There is no survivors, there is no tinnitus. He does not get wanted order because the mercenary is down. Hunter is going to teleport straight to the mercenary. The prisoner is in this area. The mercenary has gotten up, but the hunter is going for this prisoner instead, and is able to get the white bomb on this prisoner, and he is able to avoid getting further bombs, is staying at the wonderful pallet stun by this prisoner. The survivors were not able to save this mercenary, no, not this mercenary, the lawyer has returned to the manor. Hunter is gonna break the connection on this bridge cipher machine and go back to pursuing this prisoner. Prisoner is trying to stay at a safe distance, going towards the pallet using his stun to make it to the pallet. Hunter is sandwiching in between his clone and main body. Another clone is being put on flywheeling and avoiding the, oh my goodness, but he was still able to land the balls and will be downing the survivor, and the basement is here. So suddenly everything is working in favor for this hunter. Only 3 cipher machines have been popped, but it's looking very bad for the side of the survivors, as I've already mentioned, but it's just emphasis. Anyways, it looks like the priestess is going to be coming in for the save because it is a basement chair, but the hunter has found this priestess so early on, will be eating the hit right away. She's not even able to make a portal towards the basement, is going to be downing the survivor, and this is looking like a 4-man elimination on the side of this Hullabaloo. He will be bringing this priestess towards this mercenary, will not be chairing her quite yet. He wants to ensure this 4-man elimination to make up for round 1. It looks like the hunter is looking for this mercenary, but also trying to secure this down. There is no tinnitus near the basement, so the hunter will be going towards NN, utilizing his clone to see his position. The mercenary does have a syringe, but he wasn't able to heal himself up. Will utilize his elbow pad to go to first stop. The priestess does heal herself incredibly quickly, so she is able to leave. Hunter is trying to get the white ball and riding the roller coaster with the mercenary, and it looks like he's going to be waiting for the hunter to get off, and then he's going to go, but the mind games, he's able to down this mercenary right away. Mercenary does not have self-heal. Hunter is going to teleport right to this priestess, and priestess is going to have to be very careful. There's a clone waiting on the other side of that pallet. The hunter has already a red bomb and a black bomb on this priestess. She's staying in the red and black area, is going to be going past that pallet, is going to make a portal, going through the portal, is going to make it past the pallet, and she's going to be going down, and that's a 4-man elimination. None of the survivors have self-heal anymore. Hunter is going to get the 4-man elimination.
속도 붙이는 거에 제동은 걸어줬을 거거든요. 오페라가 수.
그렇습니다. 구역 선택도 한번 만나보도록 하죠.
네,
Uin1 Hunter going against ZZZ survivors. It will be opera singer on Sacred Heart Hospital. She is making her way towards Nana, who is the first officer. Not the most ideal chase because he has that pocket watch to utilize, but this hunter is incredibly fast, so this might still work in favor for this survivor. We'll have to wait and see. It looks like he will be utilizing his pocket watch as he enters the building. Hunter is following this after image, is going in the wrong wrong direction, is able to utilize his pocket watch one more time. Hunter is swinging but unable to identify and find the actual body. He's made his way to the second floor, utilizing his pocket watch once again. Hunter is going after this survivor, will be breaking that pallet. He is able to jump down. Hunter will be jumping down closely, will be changing targets after he finished utilizing the pocket watch, and it looks like she's gonna be making her way towards MZ, who is the barmaid. A very ideal chase for this hunter because barmaid usually can't get her drink off in time when she needs to heal because this hunter is incredibly fast, and so she will be able to make that pallet vault. Hunter is following close behind. She is trying to make it to the shack but is unable to do so. She is gonna be taking the first hit here, is gonna get her drink off immediately, running into the hunter, but hunter isn't quite at the window quite yet. She's making her loops. She's going towards the next pallet. Hunter is catching up and she is able to make it to the pallet. Hunter swings but she was already going towards the next pallet. She is able to get her drink off and she gets a seer owl, so now she has even more time. The seer owl will disappear. She'll get the pallet set onto the opera singer as well, and looks like the hunter will be changing targets to OUO, and OUO is the novelist. He does have the book to work with, trying to get the hunter's face, is able to swap with this hunter and try to get to that pallet, but the hunter is catching up and will be using the flywheel, but hunter was patient, waited, and then hit the novelist, and novelist will be taking the first damage. There's no pallet in this area and the hunter will be downing this novelist right away. However, Cypher Machine progress is looking incredibly good. 2 Cypher Machines have been completed. The 3rd Cypher Machine at 74%, the 4th Cypher Machine at 55%. The hunter is bringing the survivor towards barmaid's Cypher Machine. Barmaid already went back into the hospital. Nana is coming in for the save. It is the first officer utilizing his pocket watch once again. Hunter unable to hit the actual body quite yet, will be utilizing his pocket watch right in front of the hunter's face, avoiding yet another hit, being very brave, and is able to make it all the way to the chair. It is, and is able to get the save before halfway. Ty Turner, he's at full health. This is working amazingly for the side of the survivors. Is going to block the hunter and throw down that pallet as well. Hunter is going to blink right through and get the down onto this first officer. Looks like she's lost track of this novelist for now. She's going to be going back inside of hospital and will be looking for this novelist. Is going to be running into OUO and is going to be switching places and pallet stunning this hunter and transitioning back into the hospital. Hunter is going to go back to a remnant. That's why he was being patient and he didn't vault into that pallet, into birdcage. And the hunter is suddenly changing targets once more because she needs to make sure these Cypher Machines are not being completed. Hunter is on the barmaid and barmaid has made it to the pallet, will be throwing it down, will be eating a hit, but she'll be getting her drink. She will be taking her drink right away. Hunter is going after this barmaid next. We do see that the first officer is still on the ground, hasn't been able to get up yet. Hunter is changing targets. It looks like she's going towards OUO once again. OUO still is at half health, so she can down him pretty quickly. Is trying to go throw down that pallet and is able to avoid this. Hunter was able to make the vault, but vaulting into the hunter by doing too many vaults, and will be downing the survivor for the second time. However, 4 Cypher Machines are completed. The 5th Cypher Machine at 75%. It looks like the hunter will be bringing this survivor to the front gate chair and will be making her way towards NN, who is priming up that last Cypher Machine. It's at 94%, so it is primed. He can go ahead and pop this Cypher Machine. He's gonna take a hit, but he's not gonna pop the Cypher Machine quite yet because it looks like MZ is making her way towards the Cypher Machine. Will be popping that Cypher Machine. They got the save, backdoor save onto the novelist, flywheeling, but is gonna get the terror shock on that pallet. And the exit gates are being opened up. The dungeon is in this area. Exit gates have stopped working as soon as the hunter has left this barmaid. Looks like she'll be running into OUO. Hasn't seen him on the other side of the... gonna go back to her remnant and pick up this barmaid. Has to leave more remnants around this barmaid, and it doesn't look like she knows where these survivors are. She's struggling to make up her mind. She will finally be picking up this barmaid and will be bringing her to the chair
이러면은
closer
정문
to
열려요.
the exit gates.
열리는데
And
이게
it looks like one of the exit gates have been opened by the
되게
novelist.
힘들거든요.
Two survivors are waiting at that exit gate. Hunter is making her way. She's gonna teleport to
텔레포트로
the
만들어놨어요.
back gate, but there's no survivors in this area.
여기는
Hunter
이거
returning to her remnant. And is trying to make his way to that exit gate, but the hunter has stayed around. She can't leave this chair. She doesn't want to allow the free rescue on this barmaid. OUO is once again out in the open trying to help the seer get to the exit gate. Hunter is going back towards Shack. Seer is going towards that direction and returning to her remnant. She has tinnitus, so she knows the survivors are here opening up that exit gate, but she's trying to block the seer from getting this escape. And the dungeon is also in this area, so she's just staying in this area, realizing that there is one survivor unable to get out, and the crows are on two of the other remaining survivors. So the hunter has to down the survivor quickly because detention will be out soon. The barmaid will be returning to the manor. She has found the seer, but the seer is able to get the vault and is able to make it to the pallet. The hunter is gonna run out of detention real soon, and detention is out. The seer just needs to get getting the pallets done, but will be getting the hit onto the seer. Seer is trying to make it out. The survivors are coming in for the body block if possible, but it doesn't look like the dungeon is in this area. We see that the survivor is trying to get to the seer. He's gonna miss and gonna finally down the seer. However, two survivors at full health were trying to get the body block and get this seer out to the exit gate, but it looks like the hunter will be getting wonderful flywheel avoiding the hit, is gonna take the hit here out in the open. The survivors are refusing to leave. They will not be leaving anytime soon since detention is out. It looks like the hunter will be picking up the seer and taking her as far away from this exit gate and carrying him incredibly far away. As far as possible. It looks like they will be taking the two-man escape, and that's a two-man elimination for the side of Uin1 Hunter.
95초 45초.
페프 선수가 경기를 준비하고 있겠죠.
네, 그렇습니다.
만약에 탐사원까지 보여줄 수
어그로 끄는 게 조각가 상대로 굉장히 잘 먹히거든요. 조각사만 잘 피해주면요. 해야 되는 상황이라고
ZZZ Hunter going against Uin1 survivors. It will be the Sculptor on Sacred Heart Hospital. The win conditions for the side of ZZZ. They only have to eliminate two survivors. If they eliminate two survivors, that's a win. And the goal for the Uin1 survivors is they have to get a 3 escape or a 4 escape. That's the only way they win. So they have to be very aggressive. And so it looks like the first chase will be the barmaid. Oh my goodness, is gonna get the terror shock while vaulting that pallet. She did the slow vault, and the hunter was able to take advantage of this. 25 seconds into the game, the first down. This is looking incredibly good for the side of ZZZ, and the cipher progress is looking very low. It is at 47%, 37%, and 34%. It looks like the survivors will be coming in for the save. We have the chisel on the prospector cipher machine, being very careful not to touch the cipher machine until the hunter uses some statues. Hasn't used a single statue. UI is coming in for the save. It is the mercenary. Mercenary has to be careful of these statues and is able to avoid the first one, avoid the second one. Is doing a very good job going back and forth. Has gotten the chip on this survivor. Is able to get the second chip on this survivor. This is looking third chip, and my goodness, another terror shock for the side of this mercenary, and that's another down. Oh my goodness, this is looking incredibly bad for the side of the survivors. The Cake is coming in for the save. It is the prospector, but utilizing the magnets against a sculptor is going to be very hard because there's going to be sculptures raining down on you. Was able to push the hunter farther away, but already at half health, this is going to be incredibly hard. We're going to have a slow pause for a second, and we're going to get started right away. Is able to flywheel and get the save off, but hitting the barmaid right away, and it looks like the barmaid will be going back to the Cypher Machine as soon as Tide Turner, not Cypher Machine, the chair, as soon as Tide Turner is finished. Hunter is going to bring the mercenary to the chair while waiting for the down on this barmaid. However, the prospector also has gone down, so this is looking like a 3-man down so far. Only one person available to run around and get the save on this mercenary is going to bring the barmaid to this chair. She will be returning to the manor. They were able to get the backdoor save and free the mercenary. One more survivor eliminated, and ZZZ is guaranteed the win for this matchup. Hunter will be going towards K, is getting ready to down the survivor. Another chip hit on the survivor, trying to get the normal hit and downing the survivor right away. Only one Cypher Machine has been completed. The second Cypher Machine at 76 and the third Cypher Machine at 52. Neko is in this area. It looks like the Hunter has chiseled the mercenary. Neko is now going towards the chair, is trying to get the save, did avoid all of these statues, but this Hunter is at full presence, so this is going to be a very great challenge for the side of the survivor. Is gonna keep touching this chair but isn't able to do much. Is gonna get the chip hit finally on the survivor. She keeps touching this chair but isn't able to get the hit onto the survivor. Is able to miss and is able to get the save, getting the down on the prospector right away, and is unable to down this cheerleader, but will be chairing this prospector for the second time. He was saved before half, so he still has more time on this chair. Hunter will be using the chisel to try and snipe out this mercenary, but the mercenary isn't approaching this. Oh, she has come back to the chair. The cheerleader is back, and she's trying to get the save onto the. Oh my goodness, got another save, but the Hunter was just holding back, waiting for this survivor to be saved and just downing this prospector right away. Wonderful job on the side of this Sculptor, and it looks like he will be returning to the manor, which ensures ZZZ will be qualifying and going to COA. It looks like this is the end game, but the survivors have not given up. Wasn't able to finish up that second Cypher Machine, but the Hunter is heading towards UI, who is the mercenary. Still has one elbow pad to work with. Is at 75% damage. Is finishing up that Cypher Machine. Was able to finish that Cypher Machine, and it did avoid the hit, but the Hunter unfortunately gets the chip damage. Will be warping straight to Neko, who is the cheerleader. Neko also at 75% damage, one chip, and the survivor also goes down. It looks like she was able to chip the survivor. They will be surrendering, and that's a win for ZZZ, Hunter, and survivors.
생존자 명령에서 19회.
19회에 이게 조각사
정말 완벽한 경기력으로 우승을 만들었습니다.
굉장히 팽팽했죠.
네.
오늘 전부 다 왼쪽 팀이 오늘
틀간 엄청난 치열한 접전 끝에